It says I'm streaming. It's up. Is my stream info correct? Yeah, Golden Oaks episode 1. What? Yes. Correct. Yes. Wait, what? Oh, I forgot that Twitch... integrated charity into their stuff now. So, like, I can do charities directly through Twitch, which is really cool. Yeah, I'm affiliate. Hi, Sean. Give me that. Sorry, I am arranging all of my things. I'm affiliate, which means that I can't turn off pre-roll ads. The only way I can turn them off is to run a mid-roll. Pre-roll means when you click on my stream, the ad that you got. Mid-roll means I click a button and it runs an ad for everyone. Except for subscribers. I think subscribers are immune to that. For now, I'm gonna turn y'all's on in a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna turn your nameplates on whenever you introduce your characters. Yeah, it has your character name, not your name. It also has your character art on it. Mm-hmm. Especially when it's misspelled on D&D Beyond. Yeah, probably. I forgot to fix your tokens. I'm doing that now. That is Ark. Talk real quick, you two. That's interesting. Yeah, no, it's not. Give me just a second. Yeah, everyone's muted in that. I think that this desktop audio thing is using the wrong thing. I think that's why. That's my bad. How about now? Y'all talk?
It happens.
Okay, you should be able to hear them now. This is why we don't immediately start D&D. This is why there's a... Especially on the first session, there is a troubleshooting. Hi, Serial Fleet. I don't know how you feel about me using your actual name on stream. Yes, I'm streaming. I'm streaming D&D, too.
I don't know what to do with my cat.
Where the heck did Wolf go?
No.
Yes.
Doesn't bother me?
No.
Cool.
Back,
the shadow
Some
realm.
people care, some people don't, so...
It's been banished to the shadow realm.
Probably walking the doggo.
They're not listening.
Who's not listening? I'm not listening.
Guess whose name is fixed on everything now?
Is it?
It should be.
I kinda don't trust you. I'm gonna go check. No, I'm just
You
kidding.
can feel
Seriously,
free
y'all,
to.
where?
I don't know
Hey,
where
y'all.
your Puss in Boots is.
If I do
We're
that,
getting fun angles because I'm fixing my
Maple.
blanket.
Bangles.
show the
I
cat.
want to make
Oh, is
sure I
that the
didn't lock her
cat?
out of the room.
You didn't.
Huh?
Unless you wait. No, you did open the door
Banished her.
after I came in
Let
there.
me make sure I didn't lock her out of the room. Be right back.
Okay, so that works.
How could
And then
you,
if
Elf?
I do this, cool. That's how that
That'd be
works.
cool.
Sorry,
I was
trying
gonna
to
put-
figure out something with Roll20 that I've never done before.
I was gonna put Soba on my shoulder, but she's asleep, so we let that lie.
Yes. My watch is yelling at me because it's almost dead.
I like how you can see my Miku poster.
Yes. Later, Sean. Thanks for stopping by.
You can see Gojo and Jojo too. So
Yeah,
stop.
they just very small.
There you are.
Am I doing this right?
Hell yeah, cat time.
You gotta back up so they can see you. See?
I love her.
She's so
Pretty
pretty.
thing.
Aw.
She's such a sweetheart.
She looks
Mhm.
significantly bigger now.
She is. She's gained weight,
do
which
grow
is
kinda
really
quick.
good.
That's like twice
Huh?
the cat the last time I saw it.
She's gained a decent amount
I
of
love the
weight.
cat ass cam.
I almost misspelled Greg.
How do you?
I
No,
don't
no,
know.
not back there.
How many G's did you give him?
Enough. Fun fact, it wasn't a G that I almost messed up.
G?
What else do you have to mess up on?
It was the E.
Oh,
Grig.
I accidentally added
Greg.
too many E's. What the frick is
Greg.
happening?
I love that cat, dude. That's a great cat.
She's so sweet. She tries to groom my hair in my sleep though.
True.
So we're trying to
She's
work
taking
on
care of you.
stopping that. Yeah, but I have bangs and she likes to grab the bangs with her claws.
I've heard of cats trying to do worse in people's sleep.
Murder.
She's a very, very sweet cuddler at night, but we're trying to. She has a few bad habits that she's just developed all of a sudden that we're trying to deter her away from. And they are biting our hair in our sleep, including like grabbing our bangs in front of our eyeballs. And then there are very few places where she's not allowed to be. And of them
Are
is
they
like
her favorite places?
Yes.
they weren't, but they are now all of a sudden.
I think
Literally, the very few
she knows what
places-
she's not supposed to do, but she does those things because it guarantees her attention.
Yeah. Like
She's like,
she has a
yes, they
scratching
yell
post,
at me,
Smart
but that
cat.
at least they're paying attention.
and yeah, I'm
But
trying.
it's at me. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to like not give her attention when she does bad things. Like I have to, instead of ooh, she gets attention, it has to be like, okay, quickly put her to the right thing to do instead of the wrong thing to do and leave her alone so that it like gets her
Yeah.
to do the right thing and also doesn't get her to just try
It's
to get
less
attention.
interesting.
I don't know why, but it's like not
Yeah.
letting me give y'all the
But
avatars
she
that
is stubborn.
I'm trying to give you.
Lightly unrelated, my mustache looks great on camera.
Okay, so I have those. I need to add this one. Are you actually gonna upload?
And
I don't know why, but like half the art that I have for y'all's characters just isn't uploading to Roll20.
But yeah, her
Well-
main things. So she tries to get up like on. We have a high dresser, and I have like a bunch of like my jewelry and records and record player and like breakable stuff up there. And she
I'm gonna
didn't
try to
get up there
refresh.
at all. And then all of a sudden she started getting up there. And then she
gonna-
prefers to scratch on her scratching post than her couch, than the couch. But she'll like go scratch on the couch when she shouldn't. And then I didn't have a problem with her. I have like a shelf, like a built-in shelf above this desk, and I didn't have a problem with her going up there until she started to try and chew on Zenitsu's sword.
Everything
now
you
I'm not
own is
okay with it.
food. You should know this.
Yeah.
Okay, is there an issue with like the resolution of these? I'm sorry. I will have to figure out the art later. I think I have everyone's
Which
like,
art isn't
default
working?
token. Any of it.
Nope.
Only the cropped ones, only the circle ones are working right now, and I don't know why. But okay, so I was able to get Wolf's old art up and Wolf's token. I was able to get, I think, everyone's token, but only Bunny's, like, full character card uploaded, and I don't know why. There may be an issue with, like,
Greg is
file
blessed.
sizes. So I will have to deal with that later, but you still have, like, tokens. It's just that the full, like, character sheet art isn't uploading. So, whenever Wolf gets back, we will play
Yeah,
the intro.
what did he go do?
I don't know. I assume he went to walk the dog, but he just happened to do that right as I started streaming.
That's usually what it is.
Mm-hmm. Good old wolf. Dealing with the wolf.
His dog might as well be a wolf. It does nothing but want to murder me.
You shouldn't be so murderable. Maybe then. it
My
wouldn't try so
bad.
hard. You're telling me no one else in this call has contemplated murdering you before?
I don't know. Fair enough.
Suspicious eyebrow raise says it all.
I was throat puncher when we went bowling.
That's true. You've punched me countless times. Sometimes in the throat, sometimes other
Yep.
worse places.
It's always on accident when it's a bad one too.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime it's on purpose, it's like, you know, the arm, maybe like the chest, somewhere that doesn't hurt too much, and then it's like, oops, I turned around a little too fast, and now you're kneeling on the ground puking.
I've never heard someone
I
speak
didn't
words
mean
so
to punch
true.
you that hard.
That's what happens when you know someone for
I get scared.
how many years at this point? Like 15?
Over a decade at least.
Oh, well over a decade.
I mean,
I think
we
it's like
went
15.
to preschool together, so since we were like 2,
Is preschool 2?
didn't we go to the same preschool?
I don't know.
Preschool's not 2.
Yeah, it's
Preschool's
like
like
2 and 3.
4, isn't
Because
it?
me and Jennifer met each other.
Like 3 or
It
4,
depends.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
so
all you
like
pricks-
17 years-ish?
All you pricks left that preschool
Almost 2
before
decades.
kindergarten, and I went for kindergarten.
Yeah, then I went to the drug school.
Nerd. Which one's the
I mean, I don't know if I
is
feel
that the
comfortable.
one by Ark?
I
by
wasn't
Ark,
the
yes.
yeah,
Ark also went to the drug school.
Yeah.
I wasn't
I
smart
went
enough
to
to
that
go to the
one-
private school that I
I
was
went to that
put
one for
into.
part of kindergarten. I went to the drug school for part of kindergarten, and then I got moved to the one Mom was working at.
I
which,
don't like
in all
that we're
fairness, they found shrooms on the playground when we were in 2nd grade.
I don't like that we're calling their school the drug school.
It's
what it
a drug
was.
School. What do you?
You could call it the like train track school
I
because it's
mean,
in
mine had
close
a lot of
proximity.
drugs too.
I mean, I can't.
There were literally drug dealers in
Call-
like the 2nd and 3rd grade.
The school that I went to, I can't
There
really
was at my
call it
school.
what it was. So.
We're just all
There
from the drug
literally was at my
town.
school.
We are from the drug town.
Yeah,
Pretty much. There's nothing else to do.
I don't know. Oh, hey, Wolf is
Speaking of
back.
nothing else
Wolf
to
is
do.
back!
Wolf, we're
Here comes
streaming.
Wolf.
Hi.
We're streaming
Yeah,
now.
we're live.
Oh, you're
We're live.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I.
We waited for you.
We
Forever.
waited
for
I just want
you.
to let you
Yeah,
know.
we've been up
Yeah,
here
no,
for
you're
a minute.
We
fine.
were talking about the
Oh,
drug
zoom
school.
out.
It was. I wanted to walk the dog before we got started, and then I got caught up with family stuff.
Oh, Wolf.
We figured it was the dog.
Since we're streaming,
Took
do you
a
know what
quick
that means,
intermission.
buddy?
That I should probably turn the stream on.
It means that if you say my name, I'm gonna
I owe
punch
you
you.
a dessert pizza.
We're beyond that.
Did y'all make a deal to where every
Add
time
that
he
one on
says your
there.
name, he owes you a pizza?
No, it's an unspoken rule.
Oh.
Yes.
I want that rule to be in place. I want free pizza.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
I
gonna
forgot
happen.
to get all my dice out.
You don't come
And
to
every
Drug
time I
Town
get you
enough
one
for
of those
that.
pizzas, I
That's
want
true.
you to be the delivery boy so I can stab you when you get to the door.
I think I'm coming to Drugtown next week. Speaking of, babe,
Oh.
we'll have to be on the road like pretty quick after on Sunday so that we can make it back here for D&D.
A stream. Have
There, I have dice out now.
fun stream.
Ad time. Time to run an ad. And then right after the ad, I'm gonna run the
Well,
intro.
I just realized that I'm on my new Twitch.
Wait, I have to.
So I had like a whole lot of little
Whole lotta.
coins. I forgot what they're even called. I had so many of them, and now I'm on my new one, so I have
Bits?
80.
Is it running the ad?
No.
I don't know if it's running it or not.
I have a question, guys.
I don't see an ad.
Yeah.
I do not
It does
either.
say redeemed ad time.
I have a. Fellas,
Yes.
I clicked the ad
Yes,
button.
bun.
fellas. Okay.
Yes, bun.
Should I play the Dead by Daylight dating simulator on stream?
Yes.
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 I
It's
think
a
the answer
thing.
is yes.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me.
Not
no.
right now. Don't try
Wait
and
a
download that
second.
game right now.
We have 26 seconds of ad time remaining, and then we're starting D&D.
There's still no ad on my end.
What is this
There's
ad
no
for?
ad.
Interesting.
Oh no.
No ad, young chap.
Oh, it's for a bed.
Wait.
You got an ad for a bed?
Yeah, I was like, this is looking kind of sus because it had the two people in
just-
bed, and then it said Nap Queen, and I was like, oh, it's the bed.
Do I
Okay.
just
Now it's
not
for
get,
Geico.
Oh,
Do I just not get an ad? Period.
I
I'm
don't
not getting
know.
an ad
Maybe
either.
certain people don't get ads. I'm trying to think. Maybe like if you're
Nope.
VIP or something, you don't get ads. I don't remember. Wait, why? What is this affiliate thing that says new next to it? Increased ad rev share.
It's because they made them all mad at TwitchCon.
Pre-roll ads.
Yeah, 'cause
Pre-roll
Twitch decided to do a
notifications.
bunch of dumb shit, and everyone was like, "Okay, I'll just go to YouTube," and they were like, "Wait."
Oh boy, it's time for hammers.
So I don't want to be one of those people, but I do have to be in a classroom in the morning.
Yeah. Maybe VIPs don't get.
I'm not a
ads.
VIP.
I don't know. You're a mod.
Not
I'm not
anymore. I'm on
either.
my other.
Oh, well then I
I'm
don't
on
know
my
why.
other account.
Are you following me on that account? Because you should be.
Actually, I don't think I am. Oops. I am now.
Hey, thank you, Birch Bees,
You're-
for the follow.
Didn't
Welcome
even
to
realize I was a VIP.
Yeah, you're a VIP. Cool. So, I think the ad's over. I
Yes.
think. So,
I'm assuming so.
with all of our troubleshooting pretty much done, and the ad being done, I'm gonna go ahead and roll the intro, and then just fair warning to stream, it's a really crappy intro. It's my first time making an animated intro, so don't judge it too hard. But I'm working on a better one as we go on. But I'm going to go ahead and roll the intro, and then we will actually get started playing in tonight's game.
Hell yeah, by heart.
It looks so cool.
Can you hear us over the intro?
I don't know.
Yes.
That's hilarious. I need to fix that.
Beautiful.
I don't know how to fix that.
Oh wait, I don't actually know. Never mind.
Us just not shutting up the whole
I
time.
don't
That's the whole game.
think you can, but I'm not sure.
We should keep it where they can hear us over the intro, and then whenever it comes up, we just scream.
Oh no, please don't. Okay, so
It'd be so good, I promise.
tonight we are starting our adventure in this relatively small world I've been calling Iridel. It's... While
I have
it is...
a side note.
What?
Wolf is in roll 20.
Good point. Wolf, get in roll 20. So, we are playing in a world known as Iridel. With... I would say vast landscapes, although compared to previous worlds, it's not massive, but it is intricate. With... I'm doing my best to vary cities and put in actual different cultures, and everything in this world is homebrew, and so some of it might change in the future as we play through, but this world... Girl, Green Ninja, DM, I have a dare, what's up? We literally just started, but I'm kinda down.
Don't encourage him. Don't encourage him.
I need to, like, have a little thing, make all. I'm very curious what's
This is
happening.
terrifying.
Players.
Make all players ...
Ellipse. The suspense is killing
All
me.
players ellipsis.
Make us.
Is it? You can't.
You gonna say don't?
Part of me is
You
like
TikTok.
excited for what's coming next. Part of me is terrified.
Part of
can't
feels
make
like
me
this would be
do
a great
anything.
time. A great
Why,
time.
you're
Make
the
all
DM,
players
you have
switch
the power.
characters. I'm not
Well, I
gonna
think
do
they're
that to
kinda
these.
doing that.
These people have spent far
Canonically
too much
first time.
time. These people have spent too much time on these characters to just immediately switch it. That is a wonderful idea.
but that
Maybe
would-
we'll run a one shot
that would be
like
kind
that.
of- That'd be kind of cool.
Thank you for the follow.
Also,
Maybe we
none
should
of
run a
these
one shot
characters
like
have
that where
met yet,
everyone makes
like,
each other's
as a group,
characters.
So that we don't really know.
Wait.
Oh, please.
I'm gonna
Let
have
me
an
give someone
aneurysm if I get
ass
any of
character.
Wolf's
I'm
characters.
begging.
That is fair. That is a
Why
fair
you say
point.
that?
It would be so fun though. So that is definitely an
Elfin
idea for the
artists are
future.
gonna be
That
begging
would
that
that
they
sounds
get switch
amazing.
characters.
So
Imagine if he had three.
Okay. This is giving me a great idea for the future. This game. Oh my god. No, not this game, but future. Everyone makes a character and everyone makes a backstory, but then they swap backstories and characters at random, so each character has a different backstory than it originally intended.
Ooh.
And each player has
Do
a
a
different
body
character than they
swapping
originally were
episode.
playing.
but more and
That
more
would be
streamers keep popping up.
terrifying.
I used to stream a lot. I don't anymore because I don't have time. But we are streaming this
I
campaign
think I stream more than
seemingly
you do.
every probably. I haven't streamed in like 2 months before tonight, but the
Ha,
plan is
I
currently to
streamed a
stream
month
this
ago.
game every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Central if we can get started on time. We almost never do. But this is actually session 1. So, we find ourselves in Iridel, a relatively small world with a variety of cultures and peoples and interesting places. But more specifically, we find ourselves in this large, populated, dense city known as Capital City, which is dead set in the center of Iridel. This melting pot of cultures and peoples all just kind of mixing in to form this one large metropolis-like place is home to what we have been calling the Golden Oak Guild. A rustic, relatively small, but still nice, 3-story tavern inn building where the Golden Oak Guild works from, coming and going, gathering work, and going out on basically mercenary missions. These jobs vary from anywhere from help a cat get stuck in the or help a cat that's stuck in a tree to hunting down dragons.
Help a cat get stuck in a tree.
What?
Help a cat get stuck in a tree.
Yeah, help a cat get stuck in a tree.
Yeah.
Do you play with
And
viewers
needs
your
help
game
getting
sound
up
fun?
there.
I've
It's
never
been
done
flawed.
that, Ninja. I would be
this
down,
book-
but I've never done that.
Look, in this world, cats have been domesticized so much they no longer know how to climb, so you have to put them in the trees yourselves.
You have to put them in there to then.
I was gonna
Falsify
say
your
it's
job, so
rescue
then you
cats
have to
that
come get
been
them later.
declawed, so you've
Precisely.
gotta help them get there.
But we are actually going to. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the Roll20 onto the Twitch, so you can see kind of Iridel's world map with Capital City directly in the center. I don't know how readable it is on stream because this is kind of a large map.
Not.
It's not okay.
Tiny, mate.
Fair
You
enough.
You can't read it.
Yeah,
Get a
I need
general
a
idea.
general idea of kind of what the world looks like. But we are actually going to find ourselves sitting outside the Golden Oak. Did it not work? There it
Not for
goes.
Twitch,
It
no.
went on Twitch. It took it a second for
cool.
some reason.
There we go.
The Golden Oak Tavern, this 3-story building with a large oak tree kind of growing through the center of it. It's relatively quiet night actually. There's a few patrons amongst the bar and dining area, but as we kind of let's see. Going through this bar, you see a couple of varied peoples. There's a human male, a looks like a dragonborn woman, but amongst the staff you see a pair of half-elven twins that look identical, even down to the armor that they wear, with the only real defining feature being the color of their eyes. You see a human woman rushing around, looks stressed beyond belief, carrying no less than 3 drinks in her hand at a time. And you see our first character. Wolf, if you would describe what your character looks like for us and give your name.
Of course you start with me.
Well, yeah, you work here.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Introduce yourself to the patrons, Wolf.
Of course.
Where's
First and
your customer
foremost.
service voice?
Customer
No.
service voice.
Not for you today. Sorry. First and foremost, I am a plasmoid. I think that should help with the description a little bit.
That's
the
all
fact
the
they're-
description we get is
No,
I am plasmoid.
Not mate. I'm gonna be more thorough than that. It's just
I know.
I think it eases the
The
fact because then you
description
are
is
aware
damp
I'm
and
describing
viscous.
news, right? Anyway, the color is a purplish hue with pink. What are they called? Contacts? Yes. And I'm wearing. I'm sorry. I always botch this part.
You're fine.
We love your descriptions, Wolf.
We really do.
Anywho, and I'm wearing a more, like what you would think. Let's just go traditional. Well, not the brain dead. Priestess type vibe, I guess would be the good way of wording that.
You're
Okay.
missing a very integral word, Josh.
I feel like I am, but I can't remember what it is. So
adjective
Ooh,
to go
woo.
before priestess. It's ooh woo.
Yes. The Uwu Priestess Plasmoid. Wolf, what is your character's name?
Stella.
Stella. So, Stella, let me turn on your nameplate on Twitch so you can see kind of a rough, or not rough sketch. It's a very nice art. It looks a little rough on Twitch because I'm streaming at a low resolution. Because
Can you not get it in the square so it's big?
like in the bottom
Yeah,
left
just
square.
crop out wolf.
It looks good on the stream.
Oh, it does. Okay, good. It looks
It's pretty blurry.
well. I can try to mess with it later, but
I'm just saying, like where the Golden Oaks is. Can you put it in that square,
maybe.
like real quick?
It depends because I'm having
During
trouble getting.
introductions, it'd be fine.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
yeah,
art.
that's fine. I was just
So
curious.
the Golden Oaks is Roll20, and the art is not uploading to Roll20 for some reason.
Oh, okay.
So you're kind of stuck with what you got. So Stella,
That's cool.
as you are rushing around getting drinks, you've been working here for probably a month or two. Time flies whenever you're a waitress. You're getting drinks. You're hearing kind of call outs from, if I can remember her name, Mara, kind of your trainer in this scenario. Like, hey, get this guy a drink, get this guy a drink. She passes you a couple drinks and points over. You can tell she's super stressed, as always, as you've come to know her.
Yes.
But you see kind of coming down the stairs, one of a few friends you've made along the way. B, if you would like to describe your character coming down the stairs.
Coming down the stairs, you see a very young tiefling girl. She's going to be clad in mostly dark leathers and dark browns and blacks with I don't understand what just happened on Josh's face.
Yeah, that's what I was
Sorry.
trying to figure out.
Anyway, but you do see that she does, the only color that you see that she wears is dark blues. Her own hair is a short, poofy bob with longer in the front and bangs kind of also covering her face. Whatever her hoods don't cover, her bangs definitely do. She has large ram's horns and longer than normal ears. Her hair color is an almost like raven's blue. It's like a really, really raven's blue black. And her skin tone is actually it's pink, like just too pink to be normal human skin. But you notice that she has patches and blotches all over her skin, where her skin is an incredibly pale lack of color. As far as the way she carries herself, she's very like in the shadows, doesn't really want to be seen. And you will also notice that she currently has with her, and most of the time has with her, a little fox companion who is mostly white in color, but half, it's kind of like split in half, being like one side is mostly white with a little bit of black, and the other side is black with a little bit of white. And you'll notice that on the white side it has a blue eye, and on the black side it has an orange eye. And the fox kind of follows suit, kind of stays in the shadows hidden, along with Terra is the name of our tiefling.
Wonderful. Let me turn on your nameplate.
And I know that that was long-winded.
No, you're fine. Anything to
We love
soak up
every detail.
time to where I don't have to dump exposition on people. So, Stella, you see your friend walk down the stairs and kind of go to her normal table off in the corner. If you would like to talk at all.
I think your mic just did something weird.
Oh. Said if y'all want to, like... I would assume that Stella would go talk to her friend, but that's up to Wolf. Wolf, your mic did not come through. What'd you say?
Besties.
Of course.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Not the voice I was imagining for Stella, but okay.
That is not the voice. Stella. Okay.
I'm just messing with you.
No. Look, it's obviously it's gonna be like this, man. Clearly.
I hate
Oh my
it.
God.
Thanks.
Tara, how have you been?
Good morning, Stella. Fine. I just got back from a small, little. You can't hardly even call it a mission. I helped a little old lady with her gardening. I just needed something. But how are you? Yeah.
Busy work, I see.
Well, not gardening.
I
But
mean,
you?
Yes, I'm. Same old. Hopefully, I can get a mission soon. They're, they're how they are.
In my
Well,
head, I
I
just
mean-
went, this is foreshadowing.
It's not foreshadowing if you say it's foreshadowing.
Well, like, in my head, I was
Yes,
like,
it is.
wow, Wolf is trying to foreshadow. But it came out, like, really weird.
Anyway,
Yeah, I just, came to sit in my usual spot. And
he-
do you know if your Tora's around today?
wait, what name did you just say?
Your Tora.
Ritor. Brain dead.
How dare you not remember who your Tora
You
is?
don't remember Yuri That was literally your favorite
the
NPC
bandit.
from
I'm
Session
sorry.
0.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm sleep deprived. Sorry. I haven't seen her lately.
Oh.
Sorry.
And if you have a minute, do you think you could see if Mara could bring me a
Eh.
drink?
I swear. You're the only person in the whole world who goes to a bar for tea.
Where else am I supposed to
And
go?
I'll storm off a bit.
Like, tries to stomp
Okay.
away,
Sound
but
like
it's just
shit again.
splish, splash, splish, splash.
Aw.
She's wearing shoes. She's wearing boots.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I just imagine you barefoot all the time for
You're
some
telling
reason.
me it's not gonna be sloshy in there?
It's like wet socks,
Greg's always
except
barefoot.
permanent.
No, well, you see,
Okay.
nose fills up the entire thing like a pitcher.
Mm.
Okay. Well, there's like a table
Oh,
that's
so
like
it's spilling over
in
the
a
edges?
corner behind the stairs. That's my usual spot. That's where I go.
Yeah. So you go back, and you see, as soon as you kind of get back behind the counter, Mara's already got like a teapot heating up. As soon as she saw Tara, she put it on. So she said, it'll be ready in a minute. Just take care of the others while it's brewing? Is it brewing for tea?
Brewing is the correct word, yes.
I don't drink tea
Yeah.
I don't think it's
at
brewing.
all.
Is it?
Brewing.
You guess
you
brew
however
tea.
you wanna say it.
I don't know.
Normally you boil the water to then put
Brew
on
it.
the tea.
Yeah.
Steep.
You brew the tea.
You can brew it or steep it.
Semantics.
Yeah. While it's being made there.
Oh, wow.
Hot tea, getting hot.
And we are actually going to go from there. Sure. We are actually going to kind of step away from the Golden Oak for a minute and just find ourselves in the streets of Capital City, where amongst a crowd is visible above the heads of most of the crowd. Ark, if you would like to describe what your character looks like.
Of course, I would love to. I am Tuvala Strix. I am an Owlin druid. I almost said Owlin monk. It sounds like Shaolin. um, yes, I am a little tall, not too much, but taller than you. And I have a beautiful set of brown and white grayish feathers. I am kind of themed after a great horned owl, so you have those nice little ears popping up on the top, and I'm covered in a purple and bluish type clothing, type shawl kind of thing that I kind of use to cover the ears when I'm trying to be a little inconspicuous. Uh, Coming down from my hood are different charms of the moon and stars, circle of the moon druid, if you will. And um, I also have a lovely set of yellow piercing eyes that I try not to scare too many people off with, but I like to be as nice as possible.
Well, if your head doesn't peek above the crowd, the wings definitely kind of make you stand out. So, I would actually like you to give me a perception check.
I will absolutely do so.
You didn't give her her.
First,
Oh, yeah, I have to give her the nameplate in art. There we go.
that's going to be a 6. Nope,
There we go.
A six?
21.
A 21. Kind of looking above the crowd, you're kind of, if I remember correctly, which I probably don't, to be fair. Come on, load, please.
I like how Wolf's just breaking on stream. It's good now.
You are kind of walking down one of the bigger streets in Murky Borough, this district of Capital City, and you're just trying to kind of glance down to see, you know roughly where you are, but you know where you're going, and that's really important because with the 21, after searching through quite a bit of the city, and asking people where it is, you are finally coming up on this 3-story building with the tree growing out of it. Should have been easier to spot, but it is a large city. And you're finally able to kind of spot just the little sign, the little wooden sign with a golden oak tree scrawled upon it. At which point you're able to kind of let your friend and companion know that you see it. Bunny, if you would like to describe your character.
Next to the very tall owl lady is a little, about 2.5 feet tall frog. Bipedal frog. He's mostly like a neon green. He's got some kind of brighter blues down towards like his hands and leading up his arms, and the same with his legs, and a little bit on the edges. And he's also got a very distinct black dart frog pattern. He's in an old ratty tunic with a little bit of armor strapped to his legs and one of his shoulders. And he's got a war pick strapped to his back. His eyes are unblinking and you cannot tell where he is looking.
He is looking everywhere all of the time. 100%.
Quite literally, yeah.
That's why 5e doesn't have rules about which way you're facing. Did you give your character's name?
I was about to say, remind them of your name, little buddy.
Greg!
It's Greg. So as you...
I'm Greg.
I'm not sure if you would really want to tug the hand of Greg to avoid, poison.
Kind of push him forward with my staff.
Greg, you are pushed in the right direction,
You
though...
can tug on the tunic.
That's fair. Either
Kind of
way,
low to the ground for me, but
you are tugged or pushed, what have you, in the direction of the building that you and your traveling companion have been looking for. It's a bit harder for you to see considering you're, would you say, 2 foot something?
Yeah, I'm like 2'6", 2'7". I've got
Yeah.
it written down somewhere. I
What-
just don't know where.
While there are definitely a large number of dwarves, halflings, gnomes, there are also a large number of taller races, elves, humans, even a couple of like Goliath, Dragonborn, although those are more rare. So you kind of have a hard time seeing over the crowds in this city, but you are tugged or pushed in the right direction until you finally kind of break free of the large crowd, and you see this large 3-story yellowed building with a little hanging sign that's maybe like a foot by a foot and a half or so. With it's just a little wooden sign where a golden oak tree is kind of carved into it. The roots kind of go past the bottom and kind of scroll over to the other side, and then the branches kind of do the same thing. And you can see it's not hanging by chain or rope. These branches are actually carved to have like a small section that goes through the branches, and that's where like the post is put, so it's hanging off of the branches. But you see this wonderfully carved golden tree and this beautiful building, which is home to the guild you've been looking for some time. What do you do?
well, Greg, this looks like where we've been trying to go. Are you ready?
Inside.
Inside we go.
Greg wants
You
to take a
swing
sip.
the doors open, and you can see kind of on the inside of this place, while it is a decent sized building, it's also not necessarily cramped, but it's definitely cozy. You see the walls are just lined with what looks to be memorabilia, paintings, junk, kind of just a menagerie. It's very eclectic, I think is the right word to say. And it's got like a large bar with several tables. You see a staircase kind of on the right that leads up to a place you can't see, but leads up to higher stories. And you can see kind of on that right side, underneath the stairs, there's a small table with a tiefling sitting at it. There's another table kind of across the way, kind of against one of the walls, and you kind of see sitting in one of like the bench seats. You see a red dragonborn woman, kind of with this like leather vest almost type wear, and then you see a couple of people at the bar. You see the human woman, Mara, currently handing out drinks, and then you see a plasmoid, which is new to both of you.
Interesting. So many new people to meet. What do you think?
I'm sorry, I forgot to mention, there is also kind of this semicircle desk, or almost like another bar, but it's like a semicircle kind of on the left side. Kind of close to where the red dragonborn is sitting, a little bit closer to the door that you came in, but kind of behind it you see sitting, one of them's currently reading. It looks like one of them is like sketching, but you see these two identical twin half-elves wearing identical plate armor with the only defining difference is one of them has kind of these pale blue eyes and one of them has very like sharp gray eyes, but that is the only discernible difference between the two.
All right.
Camera off.
What?
There's
What is that angle?
How do I turn this camera off?
What are you talking about?
goodness.
You had me in.
Go on Pro Media.
Oh.
Help.
I
How do
had-
get rid of this?
I
It was
had
in her lap
no
when she
idea.
started.
Uh,
Put it back at the original
did you
angle
just
so-
leave?
Aw.
No, okay. you had it set up so where I could see from my camera. I mean, from my iPad.
Yeah.
But then I went off, and when I went back on, it didn't have that
Okay.
anymore, and I don't know how.
Rejoin, and then when it like asks you for a camera, just say none.
It didn't, like, if I did that, it said you don't have permission to get in.
That's interesting. Just turn it on and then I'll try to disable your camera. Because I want you to be able to see everyone. But kind of as you both walk in, you see the two half-elven twins kind of look up at you and kind of acknowledge that
Oh, I
you're
got it.
entering. And then you see Mara kind of... Or
You
the...
turn the volume off as well.
Test.
Thank you.
Okay.
You see the human woman
Sorry.
currently behind the bar, kind of hold her hand up and be like, "I'll be with you in just a minute." Kind of does a double take as she's not used to seeing Owlin and Grung in this part of town. But she's like, "I'll be with you in a minute. Sorry, we're kind of busy." Goes back to handling a couple of other customers, but you were free to go talk to whoever you want.
I suppose that the front desk seems like the best place to start.
Okay. The two of you, I assume, Greg, you're going with her, not just immediately wandering off. So you kind of walk up, and the two twins
That's
kind
my
of set
beard
down their
lady.
book and their parchment that they were drawing on, and they kind of stand up at this desk and they go, "Hi, the one with the blue eyes currently talking. Hi, how can I help you?"
Oh, well, hello. I'm Tuvala. Nice to meet you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Marilli. This is my sister Dia. We kind of run the guild. Are you looking to give us some gold? You got jobs for us? How can we help you?
I was more interested in learning how to join said guild.
Oh. She kind of looks to Dia, the gray-eyed sister, and Dia kind of speaks up. Oh, well, there's not like a formal process. What kind of skill sets do you have? And you see her eyes kind of wander down. I go, y'all, I'm sorry, the both of you.
I, first,
going
hey, turns,
To
turns.
jump up and slap my business card on the counter.
Marilli kind of takes the business card and looks at it and goes, okay. I don't have the business card art in Roll20. I will show it next session. it's
I
a
can-
wonderful
okay,
business
I
card.
can send it to you.
I think I have it. Like, I can get it from the Discord,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the Discord.
but I
Which,
don't...
by the way, all of your full character cards are now in the Discord.
They are?
I saw them and
Yes.
they're lovely.
Josh, your background
I
has
just
to change.
sent the business
first.
card in the Discord again.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get this business card on Roll20, but I will also
I worked
continue...
so hard on this during session 0.
Yeah, it was during session 0.
I think I might have a solution to our problem. Don't worry
Which,
about
just a side note, on the back of the card, which I don't have drawn, we have a kill count, a maim count, and a poison count. The kill count was 17, the maim count was 18. No, you need the old one! The
Oh.
official business card. So
Alright, give me a
kill is
sec, give me a sec.
17,
I have it. It's on the
kill
Roll20
is
now.
17, maim is
Okay.
18, and poisoned is 92. There he is.
Marilli's kind of like looks at the business card, turns it over. You see her eyes go wide a little bit and goes, "Oh!" She kind of shows Dia and they go, "Oh, okay." You see him kind of take a look around the bar and go, "I'll tell you what. We have some work. Give us just a bit to kind of compile it all, and we'll give you a couple options. We can go from there. Basically, to join the guild, you just have to work for us. There's not like a sign-up process or an application. You do work, you prove yourself, you get better jobs. Sound good to you two?"
Oh, I was worried it was going
Yeah.
to be a sign up and blood process. This sounds lovely.
No, it's much more casual than that. I don't know if you would really say casual.
Greg
We
works
do
for honor
have
and food.
one request. They kind of like look at each other. Marilli speaks up again and goes, "You see that tiefling over there under the stairs.
Indeed.
Bring her with you. She's also looking for missions, but solo missions are a lot more rare. And then it's up to y'all, but the Ooze girl also wants to go on missions. We've just been looking for a group because we frankly don't trust her to go by herself.
Oh, the more the merrier.
So, if you take her on your first trip, you don't have to take them on your second trip. Kind of up to y'all, but we want the both of them to kind of get their foot in the door without, you know, going in and immediately dying, because that would not be good for PR, I guess? I don't really know.
Understandable.
Yo.
So, go introduce yourself to them. We will kind of get what work we have available, kind of compiled, and then we will kind of let you know whenever we can talk more, okay?
Sounds lovely.
Okay.
Titus, I have a question.
Huh.
On Roll20, I'm not seeing someone who I should be able to see.
I don't know who you're talking about. DM me. Are you talking about in the notes?
Yeah.
DM me. Because I don't know who you're talking about. Did you? Oh, you did.
Is he not here?
Oh, no, I didn't make a handout for him yet.
Oh.
Sorry. I haven't made notes about him yet. I will do that before next session because that
Okay.
completely slipped my mind. I have made... There are
Okay.
so many notes in Roll20, y'all don't even know. Fun fact, this is my first campaign using Roll20's, like, notebook system.
An online notebook system will make you go feral.
Especially this one. Because it's, like,
You-
really bad. Compared
You
to other...
also don't
And it
have
lets you
Stella under
organize.
bar staff.
No, I have Stella under player characters.
Oh, well, you don't have her under mine, and I should be able to
Fair.
see her. Because I already know her.
Well, no, because... Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
the character sheets have private stuff on them.
I forgot
So
about that.
no. You just have to remember player characters.
This is why
Um,
we take notes.
Yes.
That's gonna
I
be
mean,
tough
I
to
highly
grab.
recommend taking notes. Real quick, what is...
Yeah, I forgot my... I was
Okay.
gonna take notes, but I forgot my...
Sorry, I had to make sure I had all of your D&D Beyonds up to see your, like, passive perceptions and stuff like that. So, they kind of shoo you off, and you can see they kind of start grabbing letters, notebooks, starting to compile a couple of different jobs that they have available. Where do you go from here?
Oh, I suppose we'll head over and meet the tiefling.
Okay.
So we're gonna go ahead and walk over.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yep.
I believe
Greg's gonna follow you.
I believe that you don't have a team. Nice fellows over there sent me over here. I'm interested in joining the guild, and well, we seem to need more than a couple people for a job.
You're going to see my character immediately turn very, very extra pink in the face, and get very stiff. She's not used to being perceived. And kind of quietly, you just kind of hear, I don't usually go on party missions.
While she's doing this, I'm going to be walking over with the tea.
I was just
And,
about to pop in and say that the tea is now done.
Yeah, no, I'm going to come over with the tea and be like,
You're not.
Tara, you finally get some friends.
You're Mike.
You're not. Greg will protect.
Okay, wait.
Sorry.
For my own clarification, is it Tara or Tara?
Hera.
Tara.
Tara.
Okay. Just
My
wanted to
bad.
make sure.
Tara, you finally get some friends.
It's Terra plus whatever Wolf says.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
sure. Yep,
Tara,
well,
that's your name. Well, it's very nice to meet you, Tara. I'm
Hi.
Tuvala.
Kavala. It's nice to meet you.
she's incredibly
Greg.
shy. Sorry about her.
Greg is down here.
You don't seem as
I
shy.
saw Greg
No one
first
will say
because I
hello
have
to
not
Greg.
lifted my eyes.
You saw Greg
eyes have
and the
been
legs.
No one will say hello to Greg.
Interestingly enough,
Oh.
though, Greg is probably
I believe
closer to
s-
my heart than most people because I am 4'9".
Yeah, I think Greg and Stella are not. Well, you're
Well, you're not
4'9". You're a lot taller than I thought you were. Never mind.
I think I'm 4'9".
I have.
I'm so
You
short.
said 3'9".
3'9"? Is it 3'9"? It is 3'9".
said
I'm
3'9".
dumb. It's 3'9". 3'9". I'm sorry. I'm
Short
half
gang!
asleep. 3'9".
Because I'm working on. I have it almost completely finished. I'm not quite
yeah, it's
size Greg
3'9".
yet, but I have a sheet that has our sizes in actual like relation.
I just double checked.
Oh,
I
yeah.
meant to say 3'9". My apologies.
Anyway, so I'm gonna kind of take my teeth, and kind of sink into the corner, and just kind of, I guess just kind of, you can sit if you'd like.
We'd love to join you. This is my companion, Greg, by the
How
way,
tall
as
are
I
the
look down and
stools?
gesture.
How tall are the
Uh,
stools? I need to know if I'm
Oh.
clambering up there.
I'm
you,
on a
you
bench.
definitely have to clamber.
You just hear wet smacking. You hear wet smacking as I clamber onto whatever seat there is.
There's a lot of wet and gushy sounds in this party.
Yes.
Gushy
Yes,
gang.
indeed.
Wop. Wet
Oh,
party.
Wolf, we're forever wet.
oh.
Forever wet.
Yes.
That's the party
Oh
name.
my gosh.
It's just
No.
Wop.
No, no,
Right.
No.
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 The joke is that's what I kept calling my magical
Oh.
item.
Oh my
So this
gosh.
is just a consistent term that Greg uses like on a daily basis, just so you know.
Anyway, we'd love to join you.
That'd be lovely. And then I like go to say something more, and I just like fail, and just all energy gone, just staring at my teeth. If Dia or Marilli happen to walk by, I am definitely giving them a very small, deeply sated stare out from under my bangs and my
I mean,
hood.
you could do that from across the tavern. You can see.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Feel it.
well, I mean, like they don't
Stare 'em
like
down.
leave their like bar, but you can see it, and like you have a clear line of sight to them. So as soon as you do that, you can see like Marilli like notices, and then kind of gives you like a half cocked smile, like "You're welcome."
So, Greg Tavala, is there anything I can get for you while you're here?
Oh, I'll have whatever my friend Tara's having.
No,
You sure
thank you.
about that?
Greg has water.
Greg
I'm-
just
Not so sure now.
Yeah, the cauldron, that's what I'm talking about.
She gets
You
tea.
see Tara. You see Tara just crack a just baby little half nervous smile. Just
I'm gonna say no thank you. Greg has water. Take out my cauldron and wiggle down into it. And go,
That's
refreshing.
fair enough. The cauldron is now on the stool.
interesting. Anyway,
Refreshing.
I'm telling you,
Does
she's
that
the only person in the whole world who does this, but she goes to a bar for tea.
I think tea sounds like a delightful beverage for the middle of the morning.
All right. Very well. I'll be back.
I'm
I'm hustle off and be like,
after
Just Mara, you'll never believe this.
we got a second tea drink.
after Stella leaves, I'm gonna lean over and like kind of poke Davala, but like through her like hood thing so it doesn't touch her. and be like, to Bird. Bird, I have a question. But I say it kind of quietly.
Dear, eventually you're going to have to learn my name.
No, I have a question.
What is your question, Greg?
What is tea?
And
My
you're
dear.
just gonna hear me very quietly while I'm staring at my tea. As I hear this, I'm just really, really quietly gonna say, stained water.
I was raised to fight in a swamp, and my most prized possession is a forever wet pot. Is this a finer thing in life which I have not witnessed?
I would
Okay,
have to say so.
I'm just gonna slide my tea over to Greg.
Oh, dear, you can't get that teacup back after you do that.
Greg
I wouldn't recommend it.
appreciates, but he is poisonous, and Greg would not like to ruin your breakfast.
Not my teacup.
Okay,
Technically, not even
And
actually a
Greg's just
teacup, but
Oh
yeah, it's like
they
barely
literally
a
just-
teacup. It's just a small
literally-
tankard.
Yeah. The first time I asked for tea, they were like, "Here you
Greg's
go."
gonna go for it. I'm
You
gonna roll
drink
to see if
stained
Greg
water.
likes
Oh,
the
man.
tea.
What's
I'm
great
gonna
is I
roll
don't
to
even
see if
know
Greg
what
likes
kind of
tea.
tea this is.
Oh, I have no idea either.
The wet
I don't
kind,
think any-
apparently.
They, they probably literally like went outside, grabbed a random leaf, put it in hot water, and called it tea.
No, that's not what they did. It's probably
High
just
or low
black
for
tea.
Greg to like tea?
Higher.
High or low? High? Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
It's a 6.
Greg hates tea.
Greg
don't
does
worry.
not like tea.
It's black
Greg-
tea, no sugar.
Yeah, like that's literally
That's
like
gonna be the problem.
They had like
Greg's
one
gonna
midshipman
pick
or
it up.
something.
Guys, Greg's gonna pick it up and go to take a sip, and he's gonna do that thing where frogs, like, when they bite something they don't like, they like go, "Bleh," but it's gonna stick to his tongue, and he's just gonna have to, like, "Bleh, bleh," for a few times and then peel it off, and he's gonna set it down, and he's gonna be, like, kind of shaking and be like, "That was lovely. Thank you." Because he wants to be nice.
I'm
That's
just
the
gonna
whole thing.
quietly. I'm
You
just
don't
gonna
even have to
quietly
roll
just-
insight. It's just.
I'm just gonna quietly like, yeah. I always thought it would be too much of a bother to ask for sugar.
Greg likes
Stella,
sugar.
you get another glass of tea, which Mara is pleasantly surprised about. But on your
As we
way,
have it, I'm gonna grab a second glass as well,
okay,
if that's all right.
okay. And
But
kind of
just
on your
like
on
to
your way
mention
back.
real quick that though I do not have the gonads to ask for sugar, I really do suggest that Tavala would like some sugar in her black tea.
Yeah, she's a bird. Of course she would.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, dear,
Anyway,
we don't get too much sugar where I'm from, so I'll be fine.
On your
I'll
way
come back
back.
with 2 cups of teas. I'll sit one in front of Tara, sit one in front of Tavala, and then I'll grab the cup from Greg and just stick it in my arm.
Well, on your way back to the table with your 2 cups of tea, you actually hear Dia kind of speak up and go, "Hey, Stella, you want a mission, right? Like you want to actually do
Oh.
guild stuff?
Y'all actually gonna let me out for once?
Only if you go with them. Okay? No solo stuff.
Stella turns around.
You
Sure, no
have to
fun.
go
Stella turns
with
around
you.
to see
You have
Greg
to
dry
stay
heaving an
with
entire
them.
teacup out.
Yep.
Okay?
Okay. I
Okay.
go off, and then I give both of them a cup of tea, and then I take the cup from Greg and just stick it into my arm.
Just into your arm.
Yeah,
Just
because it's for
schnoop.
cleaning purposes, clearly.
Make a con save
that
with
poison damage?
advantage.
Con save
With advantage.
advantage.
Since aren't you resistant to poison?
Yeah,
be.
I am 21.
21, you're fine.
Greg is made of poison.
Cool.
Yeah,
That has some bite to it.
You did just sploosh in the water, so you're a little less poisonous.
slightly
also-
less poisonous.
I am also resistant to poison because I have moves, so
Yeah.
Mhm.
things are good. Ooh. Hey, what'd you do to this? It's got some bite to it.
I am poisonous. It touched me. I am sorry.
Oh,
You
you're
see
fine.
a little bit of the
Greg will
leftover
refrain
tea
from
kind of.
touching the
Hey.
dishware.
Hey,
You see some of the leftover tea from the tankard kind of doing that little thing where it's like if you open a Coke underwater, how just like a little bit starts like leaking out into her arm because it wasn't
slowly
empty.
dissolves away.
Yeah.
Hey, besides, it's just a little. I like a little bit of spice with my food sometimes, you know? It's good.
Just puts pepper into tea.
I'm gonna hurriedly
it's
go
nice.
put the cup up and then come back. What were you saying?
It's nice to meet you, my new wet friend.
Please don't word it that way.
Hey, you made it
Greg
work.
is the old wet friend.
What?
Anyway,
You made it
I'll
work.
be back in just a second.
Stella's in the big square.
I am in the square.
That is not on Roll20.
Square
It is not on
Stella.
Roll20.
That is just on Twitch. It slowly cycles
Oh.
through all of your character art.
Oh, that's cool. I like. Anyway,
Love it.
like I said, I'm gonna hurry off. Be like, sorry, bye, and just am leaving and just going to come sit at the table.
Mara goes, I see how it is. Kind of as you exit.
Did you have work today?
No,
The Greg art looks so
clearly
good.
lying.
Obviously.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, yes.
After a few minutes of kind of awkward silence, sipping on mediocre tea, eventually you kind of hear Dia and Marily call back over. Goes, okay, y'all can come back over here. We have some work.
Pleasure to do. What do you have for us?
They kind
Time
of,
for work.
for the purposes of this, it's not exactly what you see, but they kind of like lay out a couple of different contracts. But I do have it in Roll20 as like a job board,
Gotcha,
and I
gotcha.
think y'all can see it.
Where?
Whenever
On the
before they're
Roll20.
handing out-
We can.
before they hand it out, I want to look at them and be like, this better not be something like walking grandma down the road.
No, this is actually
Where is
dangerous
it?
stuff. Are you on the Roll20?
Yes. Oh, I was never looking at notes.
Brain dead. No, it's like
Just
literally
weird.
the map.
So these are the 4 jobs currently available to you.
Haunted.
How did I know you'd go immediately for the haunted place?
Haunted.
Actually, let me pull it up on
and it gives me
there.
a first bid at the estate, so.
So, if
Hey,
it's not
yo.
super readable on Twitch, there is the Wolf Den. You get 5 gold an ear, but you do have to split that. It's not 5 gold per ear per person.
Wolves have 2 ears.
Yeah, so it's $10 or 10 gold a wolf, pretty much. But if you lose an ear, then you lose gold.
Assuming they have both ears.
Assuming
What
they
does
have
this-
both ears. Just you
What
get
is this
I
doll
wanna
hair
go
you
to the
speak of?
haunted one.
There's also the bandits interfering with trade to the northern plains. And they go on to explain, like, real quick, for those of you who have never worked for us before, basically how this works, people come to us with jobs. We give out jobs to our guild members. We take, a small percentage off the top of what they give us. But you get a majority of the profit, and as well as you get to keep any gear or souvenirs that you get while working the mission. If you get them illegally, that's on you. We are not held responsible. But, say for example, and they kind of push the bandit one forward, if the bandits have swords, they're your swords. We don't want to keep them. If you want to give them to us, you can. We'll just sell them or we'll hang them up on the walls. and they kind of gesture towards the eclectic, just absolutely slam-packed walls. You can see, like, there are some, like, scimitars hanging, and then there's, like, paintings of people on missions, and it looks like pretty much everything on the walls has been from other guild members, kind of bringing back souvenirs to show off the missions that they've done. They're like, that's not required, someone started it years ago, and it just kind of happened. So it's up to y'all. You can do one of these, you can do all of these. We don't really care. We do recommend, if you're going to do more than one of them, do one, then come back and let us know. That way we don't accidentally send another guild member out to do the job that you just did. That being said, if you do one and you come back and the others are still here, you can always pick from them. Other than that, we do give free room and board to our members. There is a limit on it. After you come back from your job, you get a week or two of stay for free. And then either you have to move out or get another job.
Anyway, can we get on with it now?
That is quite rude, Stella. How dare you?
I'm sorry. I'm just a bit impatient.
We know you're excited.
Well, I'm not
Greg
necessarily
is interested in
jumping
haunted and trees.
Here, I'm
I do
actually
like
gonna
the idea
pull
of the
y'all's
trees.
tokens onto Roll20, and y'all can vote for what y'all want.
I'm for the trees with the bandits.
You should be able to move your tokens.
I do like the tree idea.
Wow, everyone went for trees. Okay.
Well.
If y'all want to go for
Trees
the
it is.
haunted trees, they're south of here. It was along. If I'm trying to remember. Sorry, it's been. And you see Marilla kind of pull out her notebook and she shuffles through a little bit. She goes, it's in the northwest area of the Moontide Jungle. I'm trying to see here. There are reports of trees coming to life and killing those walking through the forest. Okay, that's kind of terrifying. As you see on the posting, they will give small rewards for information about them, kind of where they are, if they have plans, if they're sentient, how hard they are to kill, etc., etc. But if you can manage to bring back something that says you killed them, then congrats, you get the big reward. That, I believe...
Midas,
What? What?
check your Twitch. Like
Check
your
I already
plan.
did them.
Yeah, Wolf did the jumping jacks. And also I'm
Jumping
DMing.
jacks.
I need to
Jumping
get
jacks.
rid of jumping jacks while I'm
No.
DMing.
Yeah.
I'll just do
Yeah.
them after. It's fine. With that being said, I think the small reward, or both rewards kind of depend. They said that they would pay kind of based on what happens. So this one is kind of, you know, up in the air for how much gold is on the line. But yeah, I mean, northwest of Moontide Jungle, we'll mark you down as going for this one if that's what y'all want to do. And then you just come back whenever you're done or whenever you have information for us. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Cool.
Yeah.
In that case, like we said, and they start kind of taking up the other contracts. If these are here when you get back, you're more than welcome to do those. With that being said, we're not going to reserve them for you, yada, yada, yada. Just kind of getting my spiel out here. That way y'all don't get mad at me if, you know, it's for legal purposes. Again, if you die, that's on you, not us. Good luck. Don't let the slime die.
Do you have a high fatality rate for these missions?
No.
I'm not gonna die. Come on.
I'm going to pretend that
We
no
will
didn't have
soon.
a question mark.
Well, okay, so it really depends, right? Because, like, for most missions, no. Some missions, it's moderate. It just kind of depends. That's why typically when people are coming to join the guild, we kind of filter what jobs we get. We don't think y'all will die to these, but also we've only ever seen, like, one of you in combat. So...
And there's also the fact sometimes missions will be
Which one?
worse than they expected them to be.
That is also very true. Like, if you take, for example, and they kind of point over to the red dragonborn female. They go... Let me remember her name. You see, like, Teke? She's really good. She doesn't die. She gets to go on more expensive missions that are more dangerous because we trust her. You do the easy jobs, gain our trust, you get more reward money and more dangerous missions. We doubt you will die with any of these, but for legal purposes, we do want to clarify we are not legally responsible for
Anyway.
what happens.
Anyway, see y'all later.
Be safe. Don't get the slime killed.
Walking. You
Noted.
don't have to say that.
Yes, we do, for legal purposes.
Why you singled me out? Goes out the door.
I want to know when I get to go on a mission with Teke.
I mean, you can go ask her to go with you.
Oh,
It's not against the
see.
rules.
I see. So we're not good enough for you. I see how it is.
Not true.
Ark is just like hot red dragonborn.
How could you
I-
do this
listen.
to Greg?
Greg has shown no interest in anything besides food. I'll have you know.
Well, actually,
I've got a forever wet pot, baby.
And the wet pot.
Lord.
with that being said, I believe Teke is in 2 of your journals. The 2 of you that have, I think y'all met her, right? Did y'all meet her in session 0?
We know of her. I know more than. Well, at this point, we probably know the same amount. I've
Okay.
met her as far as my definition of I met her goes. Stella's probably talked to her.
I mean, I'd love to talk to her if she'd be interested in going.
Would y'all mind if I made a speedy bathroom break?
I was actually gonna say, if y'all are grabbing a mission, we should go ahead and take like our 15-minute break now anyway.
On the way.
But if
Yeah.
why don't we go
Wait,
ahead and
wait.
take our 15-minute break? I'm gonna actually
Literally
stay
up in a
here
minute.
because I need to get battle maps ready. But with that being said, we'll take a 15-minute break. We can pick up
Aye.
here
Fair.
whenever we
Oi.
get back.
Also, one more thing before we disperse. Twitch, for legal purposes, don't die while we're gone.
I'm so glad that you all like the NPCs so far, I think, and I hope.
We do.
What is
Yes.
all of
Yeah.
this?
Ark's already trying to get with one of them.
Yeah, that's
Hey.
very true.
No, it is not. You do not know anything. I have not said anything yet.
You don't have to say anything. It's written on your face.
I
The
can't.
bird and the lizard.
Why am I
Those are
not
some things
able
with
to
the
grab
frog.
this?
Are we on break yet?
I mean, yeah.
No.
No longer able to hear you.
How are we on break? I
Okay.
can see our faces.
What? Because I don't have a be right back screen. Just turn your camera off, because I'm gonna stay here and look
Put a
for.
napkin on it.
Yeah, just do something like that because I have to try to find a battle map.
Are we still audible?
Yes, you are. I highly recommend if you don't want to do that, then you should mute.
Well, it's because I was gonna say something about the lizard lady, but I'm not gonna. Jack can hear it.
Well, here, I'll mute you. There, you're muted, but they could read your lips. Okay, you're unmuted now. That's something.
Not canonical. I just had to say.
have returned.
Welcome back.
Yes. Is Twitch still able to hear me?
I think so, yeah.
Gotcha. I'll be keeping that in mind. Thank you very much.
It's probably good.
Yes. Interesting.
Get me out of there. Go back over here. Okay. Sorry.
Man.
Just a minute.
So that apiary, though,
What about
I
it?
hear they have a really bad case of phantom sting.
I regret asking you.
Asking me what?
When I said what about it, I regret that.
Oh, mate, it took way more effort to think of that than I want to admit.
That's awful. I really need to get a
Right.
like a
Hey,
coming.
at least the
or
quest we
be right
picked will
back
treat
stream.
us right. Mate, it's just you and me. We gotta keep them entertained somehow. And I know bad puns are probably the worst possible way of doing this, but if it annoys the DM, all the better.
That's rude.
Look. Out of game, that's fine. In game, it's rude. Gotta keep that.
What the heck is happening?
The world is ending. Oh wait, that was your last game.
That was my last game. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Yeah. We losing people as the way time goes. Boy, you know what you should do, mate?
Hmm.
You should get pre-recorded video to do play during the break. Yes.
Maybe.
Yes. That way you can be like, yo, check out this stuff. Or, yo, here's some stuff for the people, you know. Do cool things. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's not an awful idea. I kind of like
Yeah.
that idea.
Yeah. That way you're not just losing people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I'm trying to align this map, and it's not going super well.
Oh, I see.
But I don't know why. I can't tell. I can't tell why it's not going well right now. I think it's too tall. Okay. Excuse me. Sorry,
No.
Twitch.
Oh, is another person back?
Bonsoir.
Do you guys know Cam?
I don't even know what language you just spoke. Do I?
Neither do I.
Probably French.
Sounds about right.
Indeed.
Mm,
Hey, Ark.
Hey,
Could you
Wolf.
lean your head one way or another? Oh, interesting. Do y'all have the same chair?
We do.
yeah.
We found.
Interesting.
We just have good taste in chairs, I suppose.
I see. My brain went, oh, we all have black red chair, and then I'm like, wait
We
a
do.
minute, those are the exact same chair.
I
don't know what
eventually want to get
chair-
a nicer one, but that's a long way away.
Pre-roll?
What?
Your chair pre-roll. What in the world is he talking about?
A pre-roll whenever you first click on my stream and it shows an ad. It is kinda not Pog.
Yeah.
Kinda not Pog. Jeez.
Yeah.
Nog.
What?
It's nog. You know? I understand the first message now, but the second message is still confusing.
She eating pepperonis off the pizza, then immediately using her keyboard. Who?
Who with the what?
Who would do that?
Is he talking about the ad, maybe?
Maybe. Ah, frick. I
So
just
wait,
accidentally unaligned my map.
is watching ad or is hearing us?
Token layer.
Have you guys ever poured an energy drink into a large rimmed container?
That seems oddly specific.
Well, I did it just now, and I met God. I dared
I mean,
to
I
inhale
poured
while
my-
drinking.
I poured my caffeinated beverage into a like dollar store wine glass because
Well-
I thought it was funny.
This is a fizzy drink that is named after a beast, and yeah, you inhale it by accident, and it. Whoa, there's a reason that the hole's small in the can.
Seems like someone has a monstrous appetite.
Indeed.
Oh
It is
crap! I
spicy.
need to get that thing.
Are we all back?
Are we?
Yes, including the cat.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I
Cat.
heard, but I do not see.
Does the cat have a Twitch name too?
I'm sipping the drink.
Yes, Mr. Nibbles.
That is literally a woman.
Leaf.
Wait,
Leaf.
Where did it go?
it should
Did
be a
it not
flower
show up?
because then it goes with like birch bees.
Is it there?
Yeah, but her name
It's
is Maple, so
flavored cat. Syrup flavored cat.
Syrup flavored cat. I'm sorry.
So you lick
What-
the
okay,
cat.
okay,
and it
okay,
tastes
wait,
like
wait,
syrup.
wait. Yeah, well, okay, pause. Cat's name is Maple, which
Well-
ties it to syrup, so why not call the cat Honey for stream?
Syrup
Okay, that
flavored
works.
cat.
Please let me know if y'all can hear my popcorn.
I can't right now.
Oh my gosh, it's like an explosion every
Working
time it
out.
goes off. You're fine.
Give me just a minute and then we will get started back. I'm just trying to make sure that this encounter is not too rough because I'm using a CR calculator.
Literally got tea.
Oh, I'm talking about where y'all are going.
I was
I mean-
talking about the tea.
It's in a mushroom.
Mushroom.
His full name.
Swept cat.
Maple to Honey Swept Cat.
I don't get it.
He's practicing
Minus,
his
I don't
Google
remember
voice.
which pop. We're not getting this popcorn again. It tastes stale.
Yep.
Is it pre-popped?
No.
It tastes.
Mm-mm.
We already
Don't
Which
like
is why
that.
I'm confused. I don't understand how it can taste stale. I thought last time it just happened, it was just some way I cooked it, but like I cooked it normally.
Let's go adventuring. Yes.
I thought I saw you
This is
reaching
still
to
very
open your
hot.
window, and I was
Make
like, no, no.
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
Let's go adventuring. Opens window. No, 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 no.
Let's go adventuring. Jumps out window.
That's what Greg did in session 0.
He did jump for it.
Okay, so
He
I'm
did,
gonna
and
do
he won.
that.
Jump for your life, and then step, 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 step.
Having a Greg time.
A casual stroll on the ocean floor.
Crap, did I misspell
Quite
this?
literally, yeah.
THIS.
Hey, we're waiting
Thanks.
on mines right now. Yes.
Yeah, give me just a sec. I'm trying to give y'all stuff and things.
I do like stuff, and I am a fan of things.
Good.
Indeed.
Oh, this doesn't have a picture, but I want it to have a picture. Now I have to go find a
Your
picture
girl
for it.
call me things because I'm strange and unusual.
Strange and unusual punishment equal adventuring party.
I was thinking Blizzard.
No, I mean, Blizzard is
What?
strange and unusual punishment. After all, they're devs. Oh,
There was that one guy that went all Homelander in the
No,
break room.
Blizzard. With a G.
gizzard, like the food.
No.
Blizzard.
You know, like a glizzy?
Blizzard.
What is
It's a
in the
glizzy
world
blizzard.
saying right now? I don't know that word.
A
Put in a
glizzy
blizzard.
blizzard?
It's a
Blizzard.
That's
yeah, Blizzard.
awful.
Just
Strange and
glizz-
unusual punishment. That's why it's punishment.
I hate it.
The word itself
is why we
punishment,
don't
or
let
what
you
the
think
word
of
actually is.
I thought you said this is why we don't let you think, and I was so confused.
Fair.
Not too many ideas pop out of it, but when they do, oh
In
boy.
all fairness, I don't.
Oh, it takes a long time to make a
okay.
nuke, you know.
Come on. Come on, computer.
Hmm?
Please do the thing for me. Pretty please. How big is this?
We suck at keeping
Because
the
Blizzard won't
chats
stop.
entertained while we are
Uh,
in downtime. Yes.
Okay, so.
Elf, you're mute.
Did you accidentally hit control?
No, I did on purpose 'cause popcorn. But I'm trying to figure
Oh.
out. I'm asking, can y'all help me figure out what Angel Fire is trying to say? What the frick is an Afriganzia?
I Maple Leaf rags on ya.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I have no
Remind
idea.
me.
I thought it was like a frag zone, like a grenade.
Tiny. Okay, so tiny creatures are 5 foot. Medium creatures are 5 foot. Then it goes large is 10 foot. Huge is 15.
Wait,
And then like gargantuan is 20.
tiny is 2, small is 4, medium is something.
Medium is 5. They all take up the same amount of space, like on a
Small
map.
and medium take up the same space size. Tiny takes up a fourth of the square though, and everything above that takes up more space.
Okay. Then I
Technically speaking,
think-
height is relative because a horse would be 6 foot high because you
Whose
measure them by
horse
the
is
back,
that?
but they're still considered a size larger.
Okay, then I think this is correct. Okay. So, we are going to come back to where you are still in the tavern if you wanted to go talk to Teke. But I do have the combat prepared if you just want to go to the forest. I just didn't want to have to be doing it
Go get a
while
mark.
we were actively playing.
I thought you called me Mark for a second, and I was like, gross.
Go get a mark.
Ah, yes.
Yes,
Honorary mark.
I'm gonna say Tuvala is going to approach Teke and just, hello, nice nice to meet you. We're going to be going on an adventure. Looks like we're gonna go to some kind of angry orchard or something. Would you be interested in coming?
This episode is not sponsored.
Alcohol brand.
You see, like, she looks up to you and goes, "Oh, sorry, hi," and she takes a massive swig of whatever's in her cup. And goes,
Ah,
"You're gonna have to talk slower."
oh, it seems our friend is slightly inebriated.
Yes.
Maybe not the best to go on an adventure if you're a little tipsy.
Well, I was gonna say I'm fine, but also I kind of just don't want to go, so now I'm, like, really in this awkward spot. I'm sorry, I don't mean that in a rude way. I just got back,
Alright.
so I need to chill, which is why I'm drinking it, whatever time of day it is right now.
It is morning.
I'm sorry, I am on my rest day. I'm
Makes
sorry.
sense.
I'm Teke, by the way. What was your name?
Tavala.
Chavala. Wonderful to meet you. You seem very nice. But I'm sorry. I appreciate the offer. I'm gonna chill. But it was very nice to meet you. You're
Nice
muted.
to meet you as well.
Babe, you're muted.
Okay, hey. This is a big dragon lady Dami momming, and you're using an old crone voice. I'm gonna need you to rethink it.
Future
I'm still
problem.
working on
She's drunk.
voices.
DM.
She's
Future
also
problem.
drunk. That's my
Future
drunk
problem.
voice.
Future problem.
Future problem.
Future
Now that you're,
problem.
like, up close and personal with her, though, you do
Oh.
notice she's wearing, or she's not wearing it actively because she's sitting at a bench, but you see, like, next to her she has, like, this large adventuring bag, and it's got your, what is it called? Like a sleeping bag, but there's a specific name for it in D&D.
I can't remember it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Bedroll?
but what?
A bedroll.
Yeah, bedroll. She has, like, her bedroll
bedroll?
neatly wrapped up on top.
Bedroll.
Yes, I said bedroll.
Like 3 times.
I'm sorry.
Look,
but
it's fine.
the big
just
thing
making
that you
sure that we're
notice
roll.
is
Yeah,
she
you got that,
has
mate?
2 guitars, like triple bladed guitars strapped to the backpack. If you're not familiar, guitars, you stick your hand into them, so it's kind of like Wolverine claws that you just shove, like, but they're gauntlets. And you see these, like, 3 massive blades coming off of each of them.
Like Raphael.
Well,
Bigger
No.
than
Raphael
that, and
the
also
Ninja
an
Turtles.
offensive weapon. Because that is a sai, I think? And those are
size.
definitely more defensive than these. These are literally like a gauntlet with Wolverine claws, but bigger.
They're not claws, they're
Well.
swords.
They are practically daggers or short swords
Machetes,
strapped
basically.
to gauntlets. Yeah.
Alright,
Well.
they're taking a while. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna look. Do I notice, like, what exactly is going on with him?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
You also notice, Tuvala, just real quick, last thing, on the guitars, you see they are covered in burn marks.
A powerful woman. Well, I'm glad to meet you. I do seem that I have to go, seeing as my squishy friend over there is very antsy. I'll
Going-
have to adventure with you sometime soon. Maybe get a drink when I'm not busy.
That sounds wonderful. And she takes another
Gonna-
big swig.
gonna storm up, be like, "Sorry, Teke, but I'm stealing this one for now."
Have
And I
fun.
go- and start like trying to pull her towards the door.
I'm gonna
Very
follow. I'm gonna go with.
ineffectively.
Yeah, Teke just got back, and the two of you who know Teke and like didn't just come to the guild today would actually know she's been out like on a mission for the past several weeks, and she
Oh, Lord.
just got back.
My head's definitely still looking over, watching as she leaves from my sight, but I'm going.
Fair enough.
I swing her out the door in front of me, and then like close it. Like go on, head in the game.
Understood.
She's so
understood. You
excited
can't
to
blame
be
me
on a
for
mission.
trying. They don't let you out often.
Gosh, they haven't let me leave the place since I got a job here.
Oh, you've been working there long?
A few months now.
Oh goodness. They scared you're gonna hurt yourself? We are an accident
I
prone, are we?
guess. Well, not that they would be aware of. I don't know. They seem overly protective for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Well, we'll make sure to keep an eye on you for them.
It's the ubu-ness.
Yes.
Yeah.
They just
they're not
really,
bad.
they're all weebs. So they want to protect their anime uwu waifu.
Understandable.
Waifu, yeah.
Well, I have a comment
Well.
on that, but I'm going to keep it to myself.
Please do.
Share, 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 share.
I think I'm good. Anyway,
We can go ahead and head over to trees now, if it's all good with y'all.
off to fight a tree.
Isn't that
Oh.
like almost on the other side of the like world?
No, it's literally like right here.
Oh,
You were
wait, I
like,
thought you said it was in the.
I said it was the northwest of the Moontide Jungle. It's like, this is northwest Moontide Jungle.
Oh,
Here,
I
it's
was
like
thinking it. I'm
this
sorry, I was thinking
area.
the Misted Forest. I was
Oh
thinking
no,
the Misted Forest.
Moontide Jungle. Moontide Jungle. It's
I
this
was
area.
like- That's the only
Right.
reason why I was like hesitant. I was like, are we really gonna go all the way across the world for our first mission?
No,
It
this
would be
one's
nice to-
relatively close.
Man, it's always nice to have a start in the same place, eh?
What?
Oh, I'm just joking about the Misted Forest. Don't worry about it.
Oh. Okay, so on your journey, and this is, I'm not sure if this is how I will run a lot of the missions. I definitely want to vary the missions a lot more in this campaign. As pretty much everyone here and some people in Twitch chat know, a lot of my games end up getting kind of repetitive, you know, fight mission, have a little lore, fight mission, have a little lore. I definitely want to change that up for this game. This game has a lot more puzzles, secrets,
Ooh.
and a lot more just baked into the world that isn't just fighting. And so while this first mission is a fighting mission, well, granted, it doesn't have to be. That's up to y'all. I'm currently planning on a lot more variety. It's just I don't know. I'm almost like trying to like make it make sense in my head, but I don't
We
know.
were trying to make it more than just fight, sleep, fight, sleep, fight, sleep.
Yeah, I don't want that game. I don't want this game being that. I want this game to be more interactive, more roleplay focused, more find out the secrets of the world, because there are plenty of them.
We'll keep that in mind.
With that being said, on your way to the northwest corner of Moontide Jungle, it'll take you about a day or two to kind of reach the jungle itself. And then you have to, you know, find your way through it to where these creatures are. So, for the first kind of leg of the journey, who would like to lead the group?
I suppose. Oh, our plasmoid seems excited to do so.
I I am.
Not me.
Go for it.
Okay, Stella.
I'll be in the back at a distance.
Okay, Stella, if you would go ahead and give me a survival check.
Delightful.
Mhm.
20.
A 20.
20.
You have been so excited for your first mission. You've been studying maps and learning the area around Capital City. You figured that your first mission wasn't going to be across the world, so you know where this mission is. You've heard Marilli and Dia, I mixed their names together. Marilli and Dia talking about it. You know your way to where they're talking about. So the first day of the journey goes by rather quickly. You make very good progress kind of on your way. While there are no main roads for you to follow here, as there are no major roads going in or out of the Moontide jungle, most of the way for your first day is through the kind of like light forest just south of Capital City, kind of right towards the end of the day, just before sunset is where you kind of hit the more dense jungle, high-reaching, almost tangling branches of the Moontide jungle. Do y'all want to push through the night, or like where would y'all like to go from there?
We could always rest for the night. No need to overexert ourselves in the first time. Yes?
I'm for setting
Fair.
up a camp.
A bedroll or a backpack or
What?
anything. Y'all just kind of made me walk out of the guild and I literally just went downstairs from my room for some tea and you just had me walk out.
You had time to
So-
grab your stuff.
Did I?
Yes.
Back at the guild, we would have, after realizing without she doesn't have her stuff, we would have turned around and went back for it.
Yes, very much
And
so.
then left again.
I didn't think we needed to roleplay. I walk upstairs, get backpack.
Well,
no.
I'm just saying that
from
my
her-
character would
is-
have just walked without
is
saying
fair.
anything.
That's fair.
This is a very fair point.
My
I-
character would not have said.
My character would have noticed and probably would have went and been like, you need your stuff.
Well,
let's say,
actually-
if you find yourself without a bedroll, my character is more than
Mhm.
willing to lend a wing.
Well, we'll say this. What is everyone's
I hear I
passive
make an
perception?
excellent pillow.
I have a thought.
I think the highest passive perception is 15. Right? I think. Does anyone have
Don't count mine.
15, 12,
I
11?
believe mine's a
Yeah.
15 passive perception.
Okay.
I'm trying
I'll
to
actually roll
find
to see
mine.
if you notice.
13.
Mine's a 12.
Roll perception, you say?
No, I said I'm rolling to see if you notice.
All right.
So Stella, you
Oh.
don't notice. Tara, you do unfortunately leave your backpack behind. But I'm going to DM you something. But whoever's looking for a place to kind of set up camp, go ahead and give me either a perception or a survival check, and y'all can decide who's doing that.
I can do that if you
I
want.
didn't get it.
Alright. If you don't mind, can I help him with that?
Yeah, either both of you roll or one of you with advantage.
Go ahead and roll.
Me?
Yeah,
Why?
because it was a 4 plus 3.
Nat 1, mate. Which is still a 6, but... Nat 1.
Did you get advantage? Did you roll with advantage?
I think
we
he
both
rolled one and
rolled.
then I rolled one.
Yeah.
Oh, what did you roll, Tabala?
Oh, I rolled. It was a 4, so 7.
A 7.
You know,
This
that kind of makes me a
area's-
little bit uncomfortable.
Sorry. I didn't
You wanted
mean it in
comfort
any
in a Midas
creepy
game?
way. How dare you?
What?
My games are very comfy for me in this chair while you all die.
What'd you say, Mattis?
I said I didn't mean for it to be like in any kind of creepy way.
I know, but at the same time,
This area is not the best for camping out. You're unable to find any kind of, like there's no rock outcroppings that would be nice to kind of get underneath or anything like that. You're kind of just under a tree, which definitely is not the best, especially when it comes to weather. But with that being said, you are able to set up camp. It's not like you're not going to be able to sleep. It's just not the most comfy night. You know, sleeping on a bunch of roots isn't that great.
Don't know what you mean.
Well, I don't
Under
think
a
it really
tree, you
matters
say?
for you, Stella, considering that when you sleep, you just kind of become a puddle.
Ish.
where do your clothes go?
In the puddle.
Not necessarily.
I mean, unless she puts them
So,
somewhere else.
Could always just
I
hang
just
'em up on
realized
the tree
something
and then
about
puddle
all of our
down.
Pretty
characters.
much.
What?
What?
All of our characters have a head and some kind of like shape. Cause like
Mhm.
Stella's got the little balls, I
Uh-huh.
have the horns, Greg has eyes, and Tavala has the ears.
Weird head gang.
Oh,
Weird
it's the
head
We
symbols
all
of our
have, like-
characters.
We all
We-
have like
we-
Mickey Mouse
Weird
shapes.
head gang.
Silhouettes.
That's the campaign title.
No.
Silhouettes.
Like
Campaign
all of us
title
have
is
some
Weird
kind
Head
of like
Gang.
almost like Mickey Mouse jet like welcome to Disney Channel.
No, please stop. I'm
No.
going to get DMCA'd by Disney. Okay. So you're able
Going
to make
get
camp.
nuked by Disney. They've already got a sniper lining up.
Yeah. Just, you see a red dot show up on my forehead. You're able to sleep for the night.
Immediately.
Although no one used any abilities or anything, so, but if you want, you can mark that it's a short rest.
Mhm.
And then the following day, you were actually able to go into the jungle
Into the
itself.
pot.
And while Iridel itself by no means is a extremely warm climated place, it often has extremely cold winters, but also very warm summers. It's kind of like right in that sweet spot of it does get very cold at night, and during the winter, most winters it actually gets below freezing for a large, several weeks, if not a majority of the month. But during the summers, it does get to 80s, 90s, and it is definitely in the warmer months. As it is currently in the summer month, which I can't remember what the name of it is off the top of my head. I have custom calendars set up, but I need to work on it. What is this? If you think Tavala or Stella say holla? What the heck?
What is it?
Look at what B put in the chat.
Oh, I don't think I can.
She said, if you think Tavala or Stella hot, say holla.
Why you do this to me, Tar?
I'm down for the
And-
holla for Tuvala gang.
And now Twitch chat is silent.
Clearly, I'm hideous.
I mean, some people just aren't into oozes, With that being said, who will lead the group on the second day? This time actually starting to go through the forest.
I can lead on the second day.
All right.
Okay, go ahead and give me your choice of either perception or survival, as this is less getting to a place and navigating there, more of trying to find these creatures.
That's going to be 12.
A 12?
No, wait, 13.
A 13.
13.
And which one was it?
That was survival.
13 survival. I'll actually go ahead and give you advantage on survival since you know this forest very well. Or this jungle, I'm sorry.
21.
Oh, a 21. That's much better. You make quick work of it. I kind of imagine flying up into the branches and taking a much higher look upon things. And it does take you a couple hours into the day, but luckily for y'all, the weather seems to stay clear, at least in the jungle. You don't feel any rain falling from the canopy. The canopy blocks out a lot of light. So it's almost like the forest stays kind of like this dim, just in like a permanent state of like dim lighting. And you can, at almost all times of the day, you can see like fireflies occasionally, although they're not super common.
Ooh.
Or at least firefly-like creatures, kind of all throughout the day as it stays dimly lit. It is dark enough to where any of those without dark vision get disadvantage on perception checks. But it is not dark enough to be complete darkness. With that being said, Tuvala, you are able to kind of navigate your way a little deeper into the jungle where you believe that these creatures might live, kind of knowing where some of the elvish cities are. You know, you kind of gather they're probably not in a city. Kind of flying from branch to branch with your party following. You eventually come to this clearing in the woods, and it's not a massive clearing, but you can see kind of these stone pillars and like this area of like dead trees, which is very strange to you, as this place is usually full of life. But there is kind of this opening in the woods with dead trees, and you can see kind of peering through them. You see like these four like almost like Stonehenge, like they're two like stone pillars with a third kind of going across on top. And there's four of these, with one of them being kind of toppled over. And in the center, you see this kind of like rock formation. But kind of walking in this area, you see two medium-sized, probably 6 or 7 foot tall, thin wooden creatures kind of walking around. And then you see one that is much, much larger, probably 20 or 30 feet tall, kind of like lurking through the forest. And you can kind of just see it just keeping an eye out. And you kind of see this before the rest of the party as you get a little bit of height advantage.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and fly down back to them and
Just a little
just
bit.
inform them that I have seen some very interesting wooden-looking people, one being very tall.
It's
So they're
probably what we're
probably-
after.
That might be. See, I thought it would be like a nice little trek where we see some like rooted trees and they can talk or something, but doesn't seem so.
Whoops.
What do
Maybe
you
it's a
guys believe the chances that they're friendly are?
I mean, they're trees, so maybe.
Ask them.
I've never met a violent tree.
Neither have I. Granted, I've never met ones that
That is a
like
good point.
that.
There's always room for exploration.
Well, do we want to go ahead and approach them? Or do we?
We're going to die.
I'm for it.
Midas, do I know? Have I ever encountered alive trees?
Probably not. At least not this type. Like, you've probably come across some enchanted
sentient.
plants.
Did the sheet say that people had died or gone missing around them?
It
remember.
had talked about people like worrying about people dying to these. It wasn't confirmed whether or not anyone had died. You know for a fact that no other guild members have passed to these.
Mhm.
and they are believed to not be super incredibly dangerous.
New adventure.
One potential option, I can ask an animal nearby if they're friendly or not.
That's cool. How do you do that?
It's just something us druids are able to do. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cast that. Just see if I can find a squirrel or like a small bird nearby, and simply ask it. Are,
Okay.
are those things violent?
So are you casting
I'm gonna
speak
be
with
like-
animals?
Yes.
I'm going to be
Okay.
sitting next to him, and like the entire time. So what did it say?
Are you going to ritual
Um,
cast it or just cast it? Cast it.
Just cast it.
Okay, so go ahead and mark off that spell slot. And why don't you tell me, what animal do you find to ask this question?
I find a kind of fat little squirrel that didn't scamper away quite fast enough, and just
Yes.
pardon me, sir. Do you happen to know if those tree people over there are hostile toward our kind?
It kind of like looks up to you, food still in its mouth, and it kind of spits in its hand for a second, goes, looks over at the things and goes, oh, it's kind of weird. They didn't used to be, and then the other people came, and then now they are, and kind of starts to put the food back in its mouth. Like, are we done here? Like
What did the other people look like?
like
Wait.
people,
What did it say?
like tall,
Fair enough.
like tall like you. Scary.
Anything distinguishing about them? Clothing?
They wore clothes.
I'm gonna lean in close and stare at the
Thank you, dear.
squirrel.
Stella, they were telling me that these used to be friendly creatures. Then after
Were they
apparently
like a bird or like a human?
That's cool.
after some hostile people visited, not so much. Do you happen to know what might have happened to make them angry?
Not 100% sure. Well, you see, like the trees are dead. They didn't used to be dead, and then also, you see, like those rocks. The rocks weren't always there, but then the bad people came, and then the rocks came, and then the trees died, and now there's angry trees.
Okay.
Sticks one of the like little berries in its mouth, like
Oh, where did you learn to speak squirrel?
It's just a spell I have, dear. So apparently, whoever the bad people are, they brought those rocks. I'm almost believing they might be what made the trees angry.
as you're kind
Yes?
of telling this to the others, you see the squirrel like looking at Stella, just kind of very slowly gets closer and then sticks a berry into her leg. And it just watches it disappear and goes, oh.
Oh, dear,
Ow.
don't.
Greg is also watching this happen.
I'll pick it out and hand it back to the squirrel.
Immediately eats it. Just,
All right, dear. I think that's all we need. You can
What?
You can go back
Slightly
to
more
your hole
acidic
now.
than before.
Wait, what'd you say, Stella?
Slightly more acidic than before.
Just right as you're like, you can go back now. That's right as it eats it and goes, that was a little spicy, and then it scampers off.
Yes.
Yes, Tara,
T?
you're muted.
Can't hear you.
Pog you.
Sorry. In order to feel included, I would like to, and I'm standing a good 4 feet away from everyone, but I'm watching this and I want to feel included. So I'm gonna kind of look down over to my fox companion get a little bit of a sly smile, do a little bit of tinkering, and my fox companion is now a little half white, half black squirrel.
Interesting
Do
pet
you know?
have there.
I'm sorry. Do you know how that spell works?
You said that I could recast Find Familiar once a day.
Find Familiar takes an hour to cast. And you can also only choose bat, crab, frog, bat, cat, crab, frog, hawk, lizard, octopus, owl, poisonous snake, fish, rat, raven,
Okay,
seahorse, spider, weasel.
Seahorse?
Yeah. Weasel or fox. Like,
I
it's
would
very
hate to see
limited
what
in
I-
what you can
fine.
get. I'm sorry.
Okay, fine.
Just it
Choose
also
crab.
takes an hour to cast.
Choose crab.
Okay. Never mind. I
I
don't
would
do any
hate
of
to
that.
see what a bat crab
want
or a
the
spider
crab.
weasel is.
I just sit back and
I'm very sorry, but
Hey,
I don't
Tara, you
mind
ever meet
like
someone who can talk to squirrels.
whoa. what is
I don't
happening?
mind using other creatures as long as they're like on a similar level. The biggest thing is that that spell takes an hour to cast, and you are sitting here
Okay,
for
cool.
like
Never mind. Then I'm just
minute,
kind of
maybe.
watching everything go down.
okay.
Tara, you ever meet someone who could talk to squirrels before? Tara,
Um,
Tara.
I don't. I think. Yuri Tora might have talked about that possibility.
Well, I guess I may just be special.
Yuri Tora has definitely told you that she was trying to learn how to talk with animals. Although she never told you if she was successful or not.
Oh yeah, I know she definitely has. But that was my I might remember her saying something about it.
Yeah.
But she also says a lot.
Yeah.
Guy.
You
You see a slightly sour expression on Stella's face as she mutters to herself, "Well, why didn't she tell me about that?"
Ooh.
well, we can either run in there weapons swinging, or we can try and see if we can maybe converse with these beings. Stella, you were thinking we talk to them?
Might as well. Oh, also, can we look at those rocks?
I
a new
do think we
idea.
should investigate the rocks. Yes, Tara?
I would like to cast, and I read the thing, so I understand. I'm pretty sure this is what this works. But I would like to cast Minor Illusion to create a small squirrel that looks like my fox companion, and have it run up to the scary tree creatures and see what they do with it.
The
hardest
think
thing-
it has to stay within 30 feet of you, but other than that, that works, I think.
How far are we from them?
Currently where I have you on the map that you can't see,
gonna say, we
you are
don't see that.
currently like 90 feet. So
That
you
is
can
a
get
lot
closer.
than expecting.
Wait, what did
I'm
you
going
say,
to use
Stella?
my roguish skills to get closer without
you're gonna
being
stealth up?
detected.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you all this map. You are in the bottom right of this map, but I'm going to show you the map, and then we can continue from there.
Ooh.
Oh, crap.
Wait a whoa.
What is
Twitch
that?
can't see it.
Whoa, the lines are diagonaled.
Yes, this is an
Oh.
isometric map.
Whoa. Whoa.
Like-
ISO Imperial.
What?
Why is there a big thing and two little things?
Because
That's
that's
what we were-
the trees.
I thought you described.
I described a big thing and two little things.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine.
The hardest part's not saying what they are.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm trying to get y'all on the map where Twitch can see you. Ah, why is Greg tall?
What did you do to Greg?
I accidentally made Greg tall. Sorry,
Big.
the map on Twitch
Keep
is
him
a
that
bit
way.
more cropped, so Who just...
You know who
Where
just
did
zipped.
Tara go?
Meow. Meow.
Okay, so... I will say that currently they have not seen you. Or actually, I think it would make more sense if y'all were up here kind of behind these trees. So that they can't see you immediately.
Right.
I would like to
And then y'all can
sneaky
go from
sneak.
there. Plus
I'd
that...
like to sneaky sneak right behind here.
Okay, go ahead and make me a stealth check.
Before she goes up, I would like to say, like, to try and stay within 30 feet of each other if we can.
Good idea.
19.
A 19? Let me see what their perception is. I assume it's lower than 19, but I want to make sure.
I hope.
Babe, did you look at my DM?
Maybe? Probably not. What time is that?
Time is what?
Observation.
I have to be there at 8:40.
Okay, I don't think this will take much longer. If we get into a combat situation, we'll save it for next session, okay? But I don't think it'll take much longer.
I'm sorry. I was really hoping we could start, like, at 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely need to be able to start earlier next week if possible, because she has observations, like, every Monday, pretty much.
Mhm.
So, if possible,
Gotcha.
that would be greatly appreciated. That being said, they don't currently seem to notice you. This one kind of walks this way a little bit, this one's walking this way, and then this one kind of takes a step that way. And then now you're casting your minor illusion. Minor illusion.
I would
Cast-
also.
Cast it, but
Tara,
I'm gonna,
you
I'm
cut in
holding it.
You cut in and out really bad, babe.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, good. I already cast it, but I'm going
Yeah.
to, like, I have it in my hand. I'm gonna, like, kneel down, let him in the grass, and he's gonna run up to, let's have him run up to the big dude and just see. I just want to see what it does.
Okay. So you have you said it was like a little black and white fox.
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
It's just a squirrel. I just made it look like my fox, cause why
Okay.
not?
And then Stella, did you say you wanted to do something? I know you were about to speak.
I was going to put Emboldening Bond on Tara and Greg.
Okay. I don't remember
Which-
what that does.
For 10 minutes, so long as they're within 30 feet of me or someone else affected by it, they can add a d4 to attack roll, ability check, or saving throws once per turn.
Oh, nice. Is that like subclass?
It is subclass
I
ability, yes.
completely forgot what subclass you are.
Peace domain.
Peace domain, that's right. Forgot about that. Sorry, I couldn't remember. That being said, you kind of take out your black and white squirrel and kind of let him go. And he's running up to the big guy, you said?
Yes.
Okay, so the big guy's currently walking kind of this way, but he kind of gets into his line of sight, and you immediately see the large tree, and I mean, he's probably 20, 25, maybe 30 feet tall, and then 15 feet, like, he takes up about a 15-foot area. He's not 15-foot diameter, like, at all points, but kind of like, I assume, like, his stride is about 15 feet. And you see...
I believe how it usually like rules is written is 15 feet's probably is the space that he can control.
Yeah. So I kind of imagine that as like, as he's walking, his stride is about 15 feet.
Yeah.
But you see, like, as soon as the squirrel kind of gets within his vision, you see him, like, you see it kind of, like, look down at it, You see its kind of like large branchy arm kind of go down, and it like tries to like go and pet the squirrel, but its hand passes right through it. It's like, and you can see like it looks almost surprised, but it's kind of hard to emote as a tree. And it like picks its hand back up and sees that it's not hurt and is just really confused.
I'm just gonna kind of turn around to my party and just quietly well, it at least is kind to wildlife. And just kind of like shrug my shoulders like that's all I got and just walk towards them.
Yo.
Okay,
I will-
go ahead and make me another stealth check.
You can add a d4 to that.
I can add a d4.
Yeah.
Yes, because you are currently under my.
You are under my spell.
Under my spell. Emboldening bond, which means you can add a
11.
d4. Yep.
11?
Wait. Yeah.
Yep.
11.
Okay. They don't seem to notice you. What do y'all do? I can't hear anything you're saying, Tavala.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna try to group up with my friend. However, if they're not aggressive towards woodland creatures, I can turn into one. I can see if they can
You
talk.
also kind of are one.
I am a large frog.
Fair enough.
Technically speaking, 3 of the 4 people here could easily pass as not human. You know, like
Yeah.
human-like, I mean.
I was
Or
gonna say,
person-like.
4 out of
The
4 of
man
you are
coach.
not human.
Yes, I know. What I'm saying though is 3 of the 4 are very much like, you know, we is not human, elf, any of those things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Very distinctly not human.
Yes, that.
Like, there's no
like-
chance someone has
like-
to do a double take and go, oh yeah, that's not a person.
Yeah, like without the
Yeah.
aid of magic, there is no way to hide that we are not human.
That might play to our advantage. Do we
Yeah.
want to just
Or
go say
dis-
hi, or
I want to go say hi.
okay? I'll stride up with
Okay.
Stella. See if we can
As,
talk.
as I'm doing this, I would also like to
Greg's
cast
on the
Bless
way.
on the party.
I'm sorry, my audio glitched out for a second. I just missed everything for the past 3 seconds. What happened?
We are approaching, and I am casting Bless on the party.
Blessed? Does that hit everyone?
Yes, I can pick up
I
to
am
3
also
creatures,
approaching.
so yes, it hits everybody in 30 feet, and I have to
Okay,
concentrate on it.
everyone except yourself then?
Yes, everyone save myself.
Okay. And that is concentration up to 1 minute. And your other thing isn't concentration, right?
The other thing is not concentration, but there has to be at least 30 feet between one person and another person using it.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense? So, for
Yeah.
example, if one person's 30 feet from me and the next person's 30 feet from them, it still works, but as soon as that 30 feet is broke, they
Okay.
no longer have it.
So you're walking up to which one?
We could always go to one of the littler ones first. Just see.
Let's go this way then.
I like
Okay.
the way you think.
So kind of as y'all start to walk up, this one takes a couple more steps this way, and then as soon as this one kind of hears your footsteps, you see it kind of turn towards you and get into like an extremely defensive, almost stature, like, and you see it as soon as it realizes where y'all are, it steps in front of this like rock structure, getting into a defensive stance, and at that time, the other 2 notice you and start walking this way. You have, like, 1 round to talk.
Oh, jeez. Does charm person work on tree?
No, because it's humanoid.
Worth a shot. I'll just kind of step forward. Hello. We are here to see what's troubling you.
You can see kind of the small one, kind of like almost. It doesn't have like a defined head. It's like where almost like two large roots kind of meet into one like
Upper
trunk
portion.
that just goes up, but you can see it kind of about where like the arm branches come out, although they're not like I assume like or I kind of imagine one of them is like slightly lower than the other, so it's kind of like almost looks angled. But you can see it kind of like tilts what would be its head, and you hear just the like creaking of like old wood as it's like trying to figure you out before the big one kind of comes around, and on this one you can actually see this one has like almost where it looks like some of the wood has been ripped apart. You can see almost what appears to be like an actual defined mouth, and then two almost like knots in the wood that have like like small bits of light emitting from them, and it kind of like looks at you and goes, "Who are you?"
We are friends. We're here to help. You seem in some kind of distress, and I'm gonna very visibly kind of lower shield, lower staff, very not defensive position speaking to them.
Okay, it's gonna step forward a little bit more, trying again to kind of get between you and the stone structure. As you put down your weapons, go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Oh boy.
Forget about.
Okay. That's an 11. Shit. Oh wait, what's the blessed do?
You can add a D4,
Bless.
and then you can also add a D4 from Emboldening Bond, I believe.
Blessed, I think is just attack rolls and saving throws.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the other one is
attack rolls
ability
are-
checks,
Okay, so you get
which
to
I
add a
didn't give to him
D4
'cause I
for.
couldn't. Sorry, mate.
So you get to
Okay.
add one D4 for Emboldening Bond?
Yeah, but I gave Emboldened Bong to Greg and
Oh, it's only two creatures. Okay, never
So,
mind. You don't get
yeah.
to add a D4.
sorry, mate.
So it's an 11, you said?
Yeah.
Kind of like looking at you, and you can almost feel this one almost like has to walk on all fours. That's its large, like arms kind of reach down in front of it. It kind of like steps in front of the structure and kind of goes, "How trust you? Why?"
I've spent
Do
my
you like water?
I've spent
I
my
have a lot
entire
of water.
life in the
I know
trees.
plants like it.
Is it,
It's
Is it-
very confused by the small talking frog.
is it speaking a language we understand?
Yeah, it's speaking
Sorry, I
common.
missed it. Gotcha, I thought it was.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Tuvala's just gonna say I've spent my entire life in the trees. My people don't even harm them. We simply grow them into our homes.
It almost like at this point looks past Tuvala and goes, "The frog have water?"
Frog
I'm gonna
likes
very
water.
excitedly be like, yes, Greg has water, and pull off the cauldron. Greg has plenty to share, and I dump it upside down and just let it start pouring because it's my infinite pot of water.
You see just gross amounts of water start coming out of this cauldron that was strapped to your back. And you can
Pooling
immediately
around
see
me.
like it starts to pool some, and it really becomes like muddy, and then it starts to kind of travel a little bit towards the rock, and everything in the area starts to become slightly muddy. And you see it kind of like almost hesitant to really like touch it, but eventually it does, and it kind of goes, "Thank, frog." and you
Greg's
see the
just
other
gonna
two
nod
kind
at
of
'em.
getting low and kind of like just kind of trying to just take it in.
I was
Made a
talking
friend.
to my furry little friend over there, and he seemed to say something happened with you guys when these rocks appeared.
Bad people come bring rocks. Rocks kill trees. Kill forest.
Are you attempting to destroy them?
Mm, I cannot. We kind of almost motioning back towards the other two, try to keep from getting worse.
Do you know why the strangers brought these rocks here?
No.
Anybody have detect magic? Not detect magic.
Not me.
No.
It wouldn't help anyway, I was just thinking. I don't think I'd have anything that can destroy it. Greg, you could try to hit it.
Yeah, I was looking at my actions.
I could always turn into something that could hit it. What did the people who brought these here look like?
Mm,
Oh, I can speak with animals.
um, it almost looks like it's taking a minute. Like, not sure where. Hoods. Different sizes. It's several people, all different.
I'm
Do you mind if I take a look at the rocks?
Were any of them birds?
What? I didn't
I
hear what
asked if-
Greg said. I'm sorry.
No.
Any birds? Any of them birds?
Don't know.
The
And you
people-
see he kind of takes a step to the side almost to let Stella come take a look.
All right.
Cute.
I want to look over it and just see if there's anything that would signify what exactly these rocks are.
Okay. Go ahead and let me take a look real quick. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
All right. Nine.
Okay. You do see kind of like small carvings throughout them. Although with a +0 to Arcana, you're not 100% sure what they are, but you can tell they are more than likely magical in some nature. Although you are not familiar enough to really know what this is or what it's doing here, but you can see carvings kind of throughout the rock. And I mean, obviously the top of it is a skull, so
Yeah.
like it's
Mm.
obviously something magical, but you're not sure what or by whom.
I would like to inspect one of the little Stonehenge looking rocks.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Arcana check. Eight.
An 8. Looking at them, these don't have like distinct carvings on them. It looks to, in your opinion, either be just kind of maybe something a part of something bigger, like maybe they're supplementary to whatever happened to this large rock in the center, or something along those, but you don't see any carvings on them, and you're not really familiar with structures like these. The only other thing I could say really is knowing that one of them is broken, it doesn't seem that the continued decay of the forest is linked to the stone hinges specifically, considering that one of them is already broken.
So it doesn't look like it's making any further damage.
Not these specifically. Your best guess is either it was aesthetically pleasing to whoever did this, or it was a part of the initial, like, starting of this, whatever it is. It's kind of your best guess, but you have no idea other than that. And the big one kind of speaks up and goes, destroyed that one, didn't see change. Notice no change.
I was almost hoping that destroying the other 3 might have stopped whatever the first one is, but...
Does anyone have something we can, like, chisel away at this with?
I have a war pick. It's my main weapon.
Me being dumb. Yes, I clearly see that you have war pick. You want to try breaking the center one down?
Greg will do his best.
Guidance.
What do I need to roll for that?
Smacking it with a pick.
So on your actions page, it should say war pick with that +7.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so-
So you
Yeah,
roll a
+7.
d20,
So
add 7.
1d8.
So this is an attack,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So roll a
So-
d20,
26.
And Ark, you said
add
you're adding
7, and then you
26.
add
Yeah.
2d4.
3d4 because our guidance did.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. Add 3d4.
I rolled a 19.
A 19
Alright.
plus 7 plus 3d4. Jeez.
We want to smash it.
A 2, a 4, and a 3.
A 2, a 4, and a
Where's the
3.
calculator?
It's 9.
That's a 35 to hit,
Nice.
I think. I mean, yeah, that
I
hits.
think I might have hit it, guys.
You
Oh
just
my
take your
gosh.
war pick and just...
Yeah!
That
Jumps
is
up
the
like a frog.
highest attack roll I've ever seen in a game.
Oh my god!
And this is session 1.
I'm, oh my gosh,
No.
I'm sorry.
Rolling.
I'm so sorry.
Nothing is ever going to miss. So go ahead and roll your damage.
And then it's gonna be... Yeah, it's gonna be a d8 plus 5, so...
Yeah, d8 plus 5, and then technically I think you would also do 2d4 poison damage, but I'm gonna tell you right now, rocks don't take poison damage.
Oh my gosh.
35
it's
to
gonna
hit
be
in
12.
session 1.
Lord.
A 12?
Yeah, and then
12 points of damage?
without my poison on top.
Okay, you take your
Yeah,
war pick,
without
you
the
go
poison.
all the way back and just lean into it. Oh my gosh. And
He
you
gets
can
a
see
running start, and you just hear a wet, like, smack, 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 smack as I run through the puddle.
just immediately you take the sharp end of the war pick and just slam it into this rock, and you see like a sizable chunk of it actually comes off. A couple of the carvings seem to come off, and where it breaks off, while you don't notice any significant change in your surroundings, you can see like on the inside of this rock, what you assumed would just be more of this kind of dull grayish, maybe a little bit green rock. You see like this dark, almost like reddish black, and then it very quickly fades away to the gray surface of the rock.
Owl, I have a question.
Yes, dear.
Greg has a concern. The
What is
rock
that?
was red and black, but now it is just rock, and Greg promises it was not.
Oh, everyone could see that, by the way. It was like you broke
No,
off a
I
large
know.
enough
I'm
chunk.
aware.
Like you probably broke off a chunk probably larger than you. With a 35 to hit
I'm
and then
aware.
12 on damage. So I just wanted to clarify,
Essentially-
like, everyone had a clear view of this, like, dark,
No, I
dark
assumed
red.
they did.
It's like going,
I
Mom.
assumed they did.
Yeah.
It's like eating shit and then being like, Mom, even though you're like laying in front of her. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, it was almost like almost kind of how, like magma looks, how it's, like, mostly black with just, like, hints of, like, orange, except instead of orange, it was, like, a deep red.
I like how I
Before it
broke
returned.
this fucking thing, like a giant chunk of it, and went, Hey Owl, I've got a question.
Wait,
That don't seem right. I've seen a lot of rocks in my day, but I ain't ever seen a rock do that.
I'm just curious here. You have a +7 to your roll.
Yeah.
That means if you nat 20'd it and got all fours fours, you could roll a 39.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Oh.
a
Yeah,
I
35
got a +7 on all
isn't
of my
bad,
hit
though.
rolls.
No, I'm just saying I did not realize
For
it was that
sure,
broke.
yeah.
A 35
gosh.
literally hits
got a-
everything in the game. Nothing has an
I-
AC higher than that.
Good lord.
I've
And
got
nothing.
a +7 to all of my hits. I've got a +7 to all my hits. My main weapon is my war pick, which is a D8 +5, and then my sickle is a D4 +5.
And you get 2d4 poison damage on both of them.
Yeah.
Good lord.
I
You're
mean,
level
we can try.
3.
You left me alone to build one character.
Same.
You let me build one on my own.
This is gonna be an interesting game.
Oh my gosh.
Cat says bite.
Anywho.
I also have rage.
Anywho.
Yeah.
I
Blood
haven't
rock.
used rage, but it's in there.
Yeah. I'm gonna say we can probably either take a chunk of this, maybe back to town to see if they can identify it. I don't know if
I
there's
mean,
much
this
else we can do. here.
Definitely proof of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, we could also just ask
Yeah.
the tree guy if he'll just, walk back with us.
I was about to say, can I
if-
just ask
I
Tree
just
Man?
don't want him to get hate crimed in town.
Also, what if they
Yeah.
what if the people who are doing this come back while we're gone though?
Fair point. Why don't we ask the elves at the desk, hey, please come look at this real quick.
It's like 2 days to go
Just
there.
real quick, I need to show
It
you
is
something.
2 days travel.
There is
Right.
no real quick.
Okay, and it's haunted.
It's not
These
hard.
woods
It's not
are fucking
haunted. They're
haunted.
alive.
This is specifically not one
rock
of the
haunted.
haunted jobs that I gave you.
No, the rock is haunted.
Well,
It's full of evil.
Possessed is different than haunted.
No, it's not.
I say we
only
camp out
difference is if
nearby
you're
and keep an eye on
Catholic.
it.
You say we camp out to see if they return?
Yeah,
Maybe they know that it's broken.
maybe.
And when they get here, we're gonna ask them if they're Catholic so they know whether it's possessed or haunted. Because that's the only difference.
I do apologize, but they'd probably say it's holy.
You see the big tree guy kind of look at all of you talking and goes, Tiny frog.
Yes,
I need frog
I
what?
am frog.
And he kind of like looks at the rock and goes, can break.
I can. Yes, Greg is very strong, and I'm gonna dig in my bag for a second. Pull out my
And the
business card.
business card.
His hands are too big to grab it. It would literally like
On his
I
hand
just-
and just stick it on
I'll
the twig.
set it. Yeah, that's what I just.
Stick it between the bark and the
You
wood.
give it to him, and he kind of like takes a look at it, and it's almost like an old guy trying to read something where he has to hold it way out here. He's like, tiny paper. And he kind of like almost tries to
It was
hand
made
it
of
back, but
trees.
can't really do it. And he goes, "Can't read."
It says good at hitting. It has my picture if you want to remember me.
Greg,
I remember.
how do you think?
Greg.
How do you think you would feel if someone handed you a piece of frog flesh?
It depends.
Be grateful he doesn't know what paper is.
There's also different types of parchment. Not all parchment is made
Greg
from trees.
also does not know what paper is.
Most of them are plant, though.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they're all plant.
I mean, rice.
Greg also
but-
does not know what
also-
paper is.
Rice is plant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm saying it's not a tree. But like you have like rice paper, tree paper.
Can't
Clay
you make
tablet
paper out of
paper.
like? Can't you make
Canvas,
paper out of
yeah.
like cane, like sugar cane or
Yeah.
reed?
Uh-huh.
Huh?
Okay, that's basic.
Yeah, and bamboo.
I'm just kidding, not really.
Yeah. Either way, he goes.
A lot of
Oh.
people have started making toilet paper out of bamboo to make it more recyclable friendly.
Did not know that.
Terrifying. Because all I can think about is
Or you
bamboo.
can just
it's
get a
supposed to
bidet.
be really soft. It's
Just get a
supposed to be really
bidet.
soft.
Then you don't have to worry about toilet paper. You're
Do I
welcome.
look French to you?
I want one, just for the fun of it.
I would love one
Do you
so
think
much.
the French
I
believe in
hate them.
Hatsune Miku?
B won't let me have one, but I want one. Can I get a
Hatsune
bidet
Miku?
company to sponsor the D&D stream?
Yes.
We
Absolutely
have gone
would
off
love it.
topic.
Yeah, a little
Oh,
bit.
I
I'm not
saw
surprised
an ad
in the
for
slightest.
a bidet that had a guy in like a Sasquatch outfit.
I have a minute
Alright.
before I'm like,
Okay.
guts to go.
From,
How about I
please break
suggest-
rock.
We set up camp and in session.
Big Tree did ask if we please
Break,
break
rock,
rock.
please.
Or
Rock.
I will
You
do
could
my
also do that.
damnedest. Who wants me to swing again?
yes.
You can swing again.
I feel
can...
like Greg didn't
Hey,
take this out in a
My,
few
how
hits.
much time has passed in this conversation and whatnot?
In this conversation, like 10 minutes.
Alright.
Like, it's probably midday right now.
Alright.
Go ahead and roll your, what, D20 plus 7 plus, if you're getting guidance again, 3D4.
It would just be,
Guidance.
if it's been 10 minutes, it's just going to be 1d4. Because the,
Oh, okay.
things that 10
1d4.
minutes.
No,
Four.
because Art gave because Tavala gave me guidance right before I swung.
Yeah, you still get 1d4. Two
So
of the
it
d4
hasn't
were
been
coming
the whole-
from... Two of the d4 came from me, which I did at the beginning.
Okay,
So 10 minutes then,
Yeah.
so...
okay.
Yeah.
And
so...
those two things, so the bless and the bond went away. So you roll a D20 plus
Instead of
7 plus
1d4?
1d4.
So that's gonna be a 25.
Yeah, that still hits. It's a rock.
It's
I
not
don't
really
think- you know-
dodging that well.
You know, to be fair, I think you can't really miss this thing.
It's not, like, you can't miss it, right? But if you roll low enough, you just kind of glance off of it.
Like, with what you have, I think the lowest you can roll is a 9.
Yeah.
How do you? What's plus 1d8 plus 5?
1d8 plus 5.
Well, it's 5
Yeah.
plus 1d8.
So 12.
Another 12 damage.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So you take out another large chunk, and you see this time you actually get like one of the like runic carvings kind of off in mostly one piece, and you can see this time as it kind of falls over, you see on both sides of it, you see the dark, nearly black with the kind of almost like veins of dark red on both the main piece of rock and the piece that breaks off before they both very quickly fade back to the kind of like slate gray.
Nice.
But you do get a piece of rock
Greg
that
is
has one of the
unstoppable.
runes in it, like pretty much unbroken.
Okay,
If
we can-
someone wants to mark down that you have that, and we obviously don't need to roleplay you hitting the rock several more times, but we can go ahead and say that you take down the rock if you want, all the way down to until it stops
Okay.
being red.
Yes.
In order to do that,
I
you
like
do
how the
have to.
conversation has been water. I hit rock. Please hit rock again. I'm very good at this.
Yeah, kinda. It's definitely not how I was expecting it to go, but you know what? Y'all figured out a diplomatic way to convince a bunch of, like, awakened trees to not murder people. So they were just angry that humans put bad rock in forest, and y'all were like, hey, that's not all people. That's just some people.
Mm-hmm.
Boba Rock.
And you did
That's just the for
just
sure
good
humans.
enough. Wait, what?
And we are totally
We're
going.
not humans. We're humanoid.
We're totally.
Well, I
getting
meant
one of the-
humanoids.
We're totally getting one of the rune rocks. I'm not humanoid. Thank you very much.
I know, you're technically not. Okay, so you can go ahead and mark down that you have however many pieces of rock that you want. Just keep in mind encumbrance is a thing. But you did get one piece large enough to have one of the large runes carved on it.
We are totally getting that put on the wall somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Or at least bringing it back to town so we can get it examined.
Oh yeah, it would
Who's
also probably
taking
work
the
as
rune rock?
question.
It will work as proof.
Would that be accepted as? Hey, would one of y'all like to come with us back to town?
I don't think that's a good idea.
The big one kind of like looks at you and goes, "No,
Sad.
don't fit."
That's fair.
Greg's gonna pick up a very small rock, like one I can probably close my hand around, and put it in his bag and be like, to remember this victory.
And you can kind of see the two small ones almost like take a knee, and kind of are just starting to kind of soak in the fact that while they have been suffering, a couple of nice people have decided to show mercy towards them and their people. And the big one kind of, as soon as you finish, kind of goes, "Thank you."
Greg is happy to help.
And you see he actually kind of goes off kind of towards the edge of where the trees had like died, so kind of at the edge of where the dead trees meet the live trees, and you can actually see him kind of like pick a little like sapling off of like one of his massive arms and kind of plant it in the ground. But
The baby tree.
Nature is healing.
we can go ahead and end the session here.
Greg waters it.
Maybe a bit too much.
We can go ahead and end the session here.
Quick upside down dump.
I will go ahead and say, if y'all want to camp out here and keep an eye out for the bad people, you can. Or if you want to go back to the town, if y'all would rather just go back to the town and show them like the rock and stuff, we can just skip to y'all getting back to town next session. That's up to y'all. With that being said, you don't have to make the decision right now. Just let me know before next session. But yeah, you're all now official guild members, kind of. I mean, you will be whenever you get back to the guild hall, because you did a mission.
We did it. We did a mission.
That was the entire point of this mission, was just to get y'all as guild members.
Welcome to session 1.
Welcome
we
to
need a-
session 1.
So we
Welcome
get to go to the
Dungeons
haunted
and
thing next,
Dragons.
right?
Like to introduce you to the not to the
Dingens and Daggins.
Bizarro World Hobo Wait, murder hobos.
This is the opposite of murder hobos.
Murder
Most
hobos.
people,
Bizarre-
when they
that's
when
what-
they
That's why I said
Oh,
Bizarro
yeah.
World.
most people when they see giant tree walking around Skull Rock go, "Ooh, murder," and then y'all were like, "No, I want to talk to the twee." I was like,
Murder the-
"Okay."
I want to talk to the
murdered the
tree
rock.
and maybe like flood this little clearing real quick.
One of my favorite Lord of the Rings characters is Treebeard, so I felt for him.
With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream there. Thank you all so much for
I
watching.
see.
Actually, I think we had decent viewers throughout. So we'll go ahead and end the stream there. We're gonna try to play again next week at the same time, if not a little earlier. With that being said, B and I do have to drive that day, so we might have to play it by ear, but I'm hoping to get back in plenty of time. But thank you all so much for watching, and thank you all for playing, and I will
Thank you.
see everyone next week.
See you next
Bye.
time.